Oh, a crowbar!
Looks like the crowbar is broken.
Yeah, because you manhandled it. What was that? Alright, the last case of John Morley. Who are you, John? In the depths of darkness, he awoke with a start, heart pounding in his chest, the cold earth beneath him unfamiliar and damp. Darkness surrounded him, thick and oppressive, the kind that swallowed every sound except his own ragged breathing. He tried to gather his thoughts, but they were scattered, lost in the fog of confusion and fear. Where was he? How had he gotten here? His legs trembled as he forced himself to stand, the weight of an unknown terror pressing down on him. Somewhere in the depths of the trees, he could hear it. Something was following him. And Squared, how are you doing? Made it right on time, you did. We just started. Time buries all truths beneath shadows, but the past always has a way of clawing its way back to the surface, demanding to be heard, no matter the cost. That was so much reading, and you did so good. Thanks. Oh.
Where am I?
I don't know. I just got here with you.
I know it's following me. I can feel it.
Maybe I should look behind me. I don't think anything's following us. But you made me really worried to turn around. Can I take this with me? Okay, I guess not. It's kind of dark out here. I wanted to grab a lantern. You guys ever just wake up in the middle of the woods?
Taken such a risk.
A risk? This is where I want to be right now. Just in a foggy wood. No recollection of where you are or how you got here. It's nice and breezy. Yes, exactly. At least it's a pretty pathway. You guys ever just wake up in the woods, aka camping? Oh, there's a light that way.
That sound. It's coming from the river.
Okay. I don't think we want to follow the sound, right? If something's chasing you, coming after you, and you hear sounds in the river, maybe we should stay away from the river. Okay, there looks like a bridge. Oh, I think those are just leaves. They look like worms. I also avoid the outdoors. If I wake up in the woods, something is very wrong. Yeah, I don't like that. Whatever the river noise is. None for me, thanks. What? Something just ran up on us. I think we gotta move quicker.
If it catches me, it will show no mercy.
What is it? Camping is fun with the right group of people. I agree.
I know it's hidden somewhere in this forest.
It'd be nice if you filled me in on what we're looking for. Pennywise?
I should be able to see its light soon.
Okay. Oh, a house.
At last. I can gather my strength and plan how to face that monstrous thing.
Alright, this is a cute little shed. You know what? That was mean. So, see, now it's ruined. There's a people. Good job someone set up all these lanterns in the middle of the forest. I thought it was gonna be like a bear chasing us. Nope. Last day in the hospital. The piercing light of the morning sun stirred John from his restless sleep. For months, strange nightmares had plagued him, and even the strongest sedatives couldn't dull the weird visions that haunted his mind. I mean, that was a weird vision, not gonna lie. Another day in this wretched hospital. His wounds still ached, but he felt no regret. Despite the accident, he had brought the culprit of those ghastly crimes to justice. After all, isn't that the duty of a good private detective? I choose the bear. I wish it was a bear. It was a people.
Name's John Morley.
Hello, John.
Private detective. And today is a momentous day. After enduring the most exquisite tortures at the hands of those blasted nurses, and being pumped full of enough medicine to fell an ox, today I'm finally free. Who would have thought that the case of the Red Shoes murder would end the way it did? A stormy night, soaked to the skin, wrestling that brainless killer on a rooftop. Then a slip, and a 5-story plunge.
5 stories.
It appears you're awake at last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while longer. I bring you good news. The latest test results are favourable, and the doctor has authorised your discharge. You are now officially ready to go. I have placed your belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
Yeah, the woman.
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the wardrobe to keep them from getting wrinkled.
Nightmares.
I've been having nightmares.
The doctor has prescribed some medication that should help address any residual effects. This should assist in alleviating your nightmares.
Okay.
My belongings? I thought everything was already in the room.
There are a few valuables and some coins we kept for safekeeping. They are in the box on the table.
Okay.
So I'm better now.
Yes, you are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been satisfactory, and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. I wish you all the best.
I don't know. I fell 5 stories and I'm still having nightmares. Am I okay to go? This doesn't seem right. Open the case files to view character information and clues. Okay. Here's our medical discharge. Final review and conclusions. The patient has demonstrated satisfactory improvement in all preoperative objectives. The surgical procedure conducted under protocol ETD-03 has been deemed successful in all respects. Upon completion of final tests and provided that the patient reports feeling physically and mentally prepared, medical discharge is advised. No post-operative complications are anticipated at this time. Continued observation during recovery is recommended to ensure patient stability. My brain is swelling in my skull, actually. I don't know. Something seems off.
Story of my life. Nearly broke.
Aww.
That's me, the bloodhound Morley.
John Morley, private detective. Those are our belongings. Great. That's all we had to our name.
Blimey, it's nearly noon. I must have lost track of time in those blasted nightmares.
Man fell 5 stories, became a crash test dummy, and lived. He's not just any private detective.
Trench coat and fedora hat. Every detective's must have.
Monday, February 5th, 1945. Well, let's check out our... Oh, we can get dressed. Let's put some clothes on. Obviously, I need some pants.
Please do a fine job of hiding any belly. Can't complain about that.
He's got those high waists.
Looks brand new. The collar's pristine.
Put a jacket on.
Shoulders, nicely padded. Gives off an air of authority. Keeps the crooks wary and catches the ladies' eyes.
Okay. The criminals fear me, and the ladies love me.
So the mystery woman who took my clothes to the cleaners was Penny after all. Seems she's still got a soft spot for me. Could there be a chance I might win her over?
We're trying to woo Penny?
I usually use the Windsor knot.
Only the finest gentlemen use a Windsor knot.
I should get myself a pair of derbies. Or brogues. They're much more comfortable. Besides, if I slipped, it was because of those damned hard soles.
We have this.
These notes from Penny, my secretary. She must have left it here a few days ago while I was still under observation.
Wait, he wants to get with his secretary. Hey, John, look in the mirror real quick. I do want to see what he looks like. John, I'm awfully sorry, but I just can't keep going like this. You've been laid up in the hospital for ages, and I've been left skint with no wages coming in for months. You've been in the hospital, and I haven't gotten my paycheck. Before, with the state you were in, I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I thought it best to let you get better in peace. But the other day, Dr. Forner rang and said they were finally going to let you out, so I figured it was time to tell you. I haven't been to the office in a month, and believe me, I'll miss Hawthorne Street and that old moldy brick building of ours, but I've got to move on. And you know, even before the accident, you still owed me 3 months' pay. Now, John... Peter and I are planning to get married. Now, John. And I need some stability. I hope you understand. I've left my key under the doormat. I've paid the water and electric bills, so they are in your hands now. Goodbye, John. I wish you all the luck in the world. P.S. A few days ago, an older woman came by asking for you. I told her you might be back at the office this afternoon. She seemed quite eager to have a word with you. Penny. Damn, John. Bruh. Okay.
Damn it, Penny. I don't blame her, though. I'm a right mess. I've managed to lose the only 2 things that kept me grounded. Her sound advice, always spot on, and the faint hope that she might dump Peter and give me a chance.
Okay, John.
Rainy and overcast. Typical London weather.
Oh, brother. John. What is going on?
The hospital gown that ties in the back doesn't exactly scream professional.
Okay, get dressed. I thought you were already dressed. Did we just grab our stuff? We didn't get dressed.
Blimey, what a fool I took onto that rain-soaked pavement. And to top it off, with that downpour, I ruined my best suit. But, well, that's all water under the bridge now. Quite literally.
My mom's name is Penny, and my dad goes by John sometimes, so that letter was funny to read. What a coincidence. That's so funny. The patient has demonstrated satisfactory improvement in all preoperative objectives. The surgical procedure conducted under protocol ETD-03 deemed successful. Didn't we just read this? This is the same thing as the other discharge letter. Okay, so how do I get dressed? I thought I was dressed. Oh, and now I'm stuck. Oh, there I go. Oh, maybe we put the clothes on already. I don't know. He stopped me before. I don't like this hospital.
I better hurry up. Just like Penny says in her note, I might have a new client this afternoon. And with the way things are going, I can't afford to let that slip away.
Okay. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. that wheelchair. It's definitely haunted. Okay, just checking I've seen everything. Let's get out of here. We obviously have to go back to work after we fell 5 stories. Silent Hill vibes, right? Are you okay? Same. Yeah. Okay, well I guess I just leave. I don't need to check out or anything?
Alright, let's get moving. Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
Okay. Speaking of Silent Hill, saw the Return to Silent Hill trailer last night. Can't wait. It's exciting. John Morley's office. At last, back to the streets and the cold comforts of foggy old London. The chimneys filled the air with the familiar tang of coal dust, while the rhythmic hum of the small industries in Whitechapel, Stepney, and Southwark rang in the ears like a symphony. Soon he'd be seated in his cluttered, dusty office once more, ready for the next case, perhaps finishing off some forgotten bottle of whiskey tucked away in a drawer, and mourning the irreplaceable loss of his assistant, Penny. Let Penny move on. She wasn't getting paid.
Back again. Feels like stepping into a forgotten paradise.
Ooh. Oh, I thought I could pick some stuff up.
Everything's got that same old charm, and yet feels oddly new.
The
This
naughty
hospital
cat.
stuff's given me a bit of a new outlook. Maybe I'll take it a shade easier from now on, sticking to cases that don't demand a trip to the morgue.
Let's get her key from under the mat.
Here they are. Penny's keys. Just like it says in her note.
Okay. Penny had it rough, not getting paid, and being hit on by her boss. Like, good for her. I'm glad she got out of the situation. Ooh. Detective John Morley has solved the intricate case of the Jade Mask.
So this is Peter. That smug grin's got "Punch Me" written all over it.
Oh my gosh! This is Peter, the husband, or the soon-to-be husband. This is John.
Penny's desk. I ought to give her a ring and try to sweet talk her into coming back.
Or don't.
If this new client brings in some decent dough, maybe I could settle what I owe her and use a little charm to win her over.
Peter could be very punchable, we don't know. You know what? We haven't heard Peter talk. We've just unfortunately heard John. Only John's side of things. Detective John Morley has solved the case of the spurned mistress.
The murder weapon from the cadaver collector case. Nasty business, that one.
Damn, John, jealous much? Or envy, rather? John, bro, chill. I'm gonna make so much money that she can't say no to me.
The case of the Red Shoes murder. One of the most complicated I've faced. Finally. Case closed.
Yay.
Even the coppers missed it. The slant on the letter E. That's what gave away the typist in the black letters case.
I love when a typewriter gives away the culprit.
My files. Cases, clients, debts. Too many debts. Far too many. This case is worth its weight in gold. Everything you need for a portable lab. The umbrella with a bullet hole. Souvenir from the marksman case. Nearly lost my hat on that one.
Detective John Morley solves the sinister black letters case. John Morley uncovers the truth behind the widow's staircase. Is Penny his Watson? I don't know. Was Sherlock trying to sleep with what? Actually, yeah, probably. Maybe.
This one's a favorite. The jealous lover solved everything with a few blows from an ashtray. Brutal, but effective.
Perhaps his Irene Adler. Maybe. Can I... Oh, there. Got stuck.
My desk, strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under papers, notes, bits of evidence. Penny must have wanted to leave everything spick and span before... well, before she walked out on me. Another one of my cards. But this one has my last name circled.
That is weird. Sherlock had sexual chemistry with Watson in every incarnation. It's true. We played the game where they retired together. Yeah, so cute.
The drawer. It's locked.
Hmm.
But there doesn't seem to be a keyhole.
Okay.
Amazing how this little gadget can reveal the devil in the details.
Am I supposed to put something... a code, perhaps? Oh, maybe... Morley? And then it'll pop my drawer open? Can I type on my... No, I can't. It's an M. Where's the L? Why are these keys? Morley? Ah! There we go.
The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away. Oh, my apologies, madam. I didn't hear you coming.
Get in here!
I was a bit distracted.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morley. I trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
My apologies. I was rather engrossed and didn't notice your arrival. To whom do I owe the honour of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside, the 4th Countess of Bloomsbury.
Lady Margaret, could you tell me what brings you here today? How can I assist you?
I shall endeavour to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 18, she was brutally murdered. It happened at our family estate, Bloomsbury Manor. Someone slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest, lungs, and heart. The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death. The investigation was closed, and justice was never served.
Damn.
I am prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on this case, and a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the true killer.
We could definitely get Penny back with that.
Tell me, Mr. Morley, will you accept this case?
I understand your distress, Lady Fordside. But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
Yeah, why now? 20 years later?
A case that's been cold for 20 years. You certainly don't make it easy for me, Lady Margaret. What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
For over 2 decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened, to prove that the real murderer escaped justice. But all in vain. Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story have managed to uncover anything. Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer. Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now, here I am.
Okay. The wolf is finally here. Timberwolf, welcome to the stream. Dude at least isn't blinded by money quite yet. How much is 30,000 in 1945 now? That seems like a lot. And we should definitely pay Penny back for all the months we didn't pay her.
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
2 days after the murder, the police arrested a pair of violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity, the police locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing was stolen on the night my Elodie was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver?
That's true.
It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
Seems like a lot to me now. 30,000. Well, it's actually 60,000 if we solve the case, so that is a lot. Carol, how are you? What are we playing? We are playing The Last Case of John Morley. We're a detective, and we are, I believe, going to now take on this case of solving a 20-year-old murder that was never solved. We should only pay Penny if she leaves Peter. I need to meet Peter so that we can make a final decision about... I don't know, I'm Team Penny. I'm Team whatever Penny wants.
Tell me about Bloomsbury Manor. Do you still reside there?
After Elodie's death, I abandoned the estate. I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls, her voice humming that old melody. The delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child. Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
So 35,000 in 1955 would be 600 and... or 1945, okay. Would be 632,000 today. That's insane. You leave your man to go to your deadbeat boss. Imagine. Well, we now have clearly a lot of money if we solve this case.
Tell me, were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
It happened at midnight. The house was practically empty at the time, with only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something, as my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started. I accept the case, and will begin the investigation immediately.
I'm pleased to hear that. My butler will bring you the £30,000 tomorrow morning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining £30,000.
Well, all right.
Please, Mr. Morley, unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
The butler's gonna deliver the money, which... wild. Okay, Shadows from the Past. The visit from Countess Margaret Fordside was just what John needed, a case with all the right ingredients to stir his detective's instincts. An unsolved murder from 20 years ago, abandoned by the police in their incompetence, and a generous reward waiting at the end. What more could a man want on his first day back? The journey to Bloomsbury Manor passed without incident through the rough, neglected road ravaged by years of rain and wind, made for an uncomfortable ride. He arrived under the cover of night. The place was quiet, like the ruins of an old tomb, forgotten and forsaken. Wait, it's British money. One moment. Oh yes, we got British money. So not 632,000. Because that's USD. She has a smooth face, no real wrinkles. I mean, she's gorgeous. And she's
As I
wealthy.
made my way through the dense forest path, a haunting silence enveloped the air. It was as though the very night of the crime still lingered here, shrouded in an eerie calm. The manor stood before me, its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight. Every step I took felt like a step deeper into the heart of a mystery that refused to be forgotten.
Okay. I like that we came to solve this mystery in the middle of the night. Doesn't make me at all nervous after our nightmares. Wow, it is dark in here. You couldn't afford a couple more lamps?
Not a sound. The stillness feels heavy, like it's hiding something.
Okay. Westland Asylum, a place of hope and healing. At Westland Asylum, we believe that the path to recovery begins with compassion, understanding, and the most advanced techniques of mental health care. Our institution offers a tranquil haven for those seeking respite from the trials of the mind. Oh my gosh, so that's £1,318,000 or $1,762,000 USD? You're telling me we're getting paid over $1 million for this? We gotta solve crime in the vibes. We can't do this in the daytime. Mental health care in 1945? Apparently so. Ooh, that painting is really scary.
This painting, it's rather grim. There's something deeply unsettling about it. Almost like it carries a shadow of its own.
Okay, Westland Society of Fine Arts. Your ladyship, I write to you on behalf of the Westland Society of Fine Arts regarding the exhibition currently on display at our gallery, which features several works by your daughter, Miss Elodie Fortside. While we fully appreciate the remarkable talent and artistry evident in her work, it is with a great regret that we must inform you of a matter of concern. Several of our society's patrons, particularly among the more sensitive members of our community, have found Miss Forsythe's paintings to be of a highly disturbing nature. We have received numerous complaints, with mothers remarking that the artwork has caused distress to their children, and some ladies reporting feelings of unease. There is a growing sentiment that the pieces are unsuitable for public exhibition, particularly in a space frequented by young and impressionable minds. It is with the utmost respect and consideration that we kindly request your ladyship to arrange for the removal of Miss Forsythe's paintings from the current display. We understand that this may cause disappointment, and we feel it is necessary to preserve the decorum and sensibilities of our gallery's visitors. We would be honored to work with you in finding a more appropriate venue to exhibit Miss Forsythe's art, where her unique vision can be appreciated by a more discerning and prepared audience. We trust you will understand our position in this delicate matter, and we look forward to hearing from you at your earliest convenience. With the deepest respect, yours faithfully, Sir Arthur Wellesley. Okay.
It seems Elodie had a passion for art, but her style wasn't exactly well received. Disturbing from the looks of it.
Okay.
A blue moon, fitting for a place haunted by its own secrets.
I said before we started this, I bet he's like this emo boy detective, and he so is. Ah, the secrets of the shadows with the blue moon. Ooh. Well, that's spooky. Okay, so I can move this guy.
Looks like the Countess left this for me. It could be useful for getting around the place.
See, now I would not assume that that was left for me, but okay. It says you can now turn on the lantern, but I don't know how to turn on the lantern. What is... What do you mean I can turn on the lantern? How? Follow the trail of green lights to investigate past events. Okay, but I gotta figure out how to turn my lantern on. You told me I could do it, but I don't know how to do it. Key bindings, there we go. Lantern is... Oh, middle. Alright, great. Or F. There we go. John got sticky fingers. She must have left this out for me, clearly. It was on this table. Okay. So I can move this one too. I'm wondering if they have to go a specific way. Nothing on this table. Can move that statue. Oh gosh. See, yeah, I guess if that was hanging in a museum for children to see, if I were a child, speaking as someone who once was one, that would probably give me nightmares. You know? F for lantern.
The globe, resting in a beautiful wooden stand.
Okay. Oh, that's what they meant by green light. I see. My lady, I would kindly ask that once the midday service is complete, you grant me a few moments of your time in the library. Joan Merver, your housekeeper.
So, the housekeeper left a note for the Countess, asking her to meet here on the day of the murder. I wonder what truly happened during that encounter. Very well. Let's piece the events together, step by step. Looks like this is the Fordside family book, showing some of their ancestors.
Move the cursor to the edge of the screen to go back. Oh. Lord Cedric? Cedric had a nice beard. Okay, so that's all we got. We got Alaric Fordside, Eleanor Fordside, Cedric, and Isolde. Okay. I'm thinking those are the busts, right? Like that guy is definitely Cedric. Oh, maybe the way they're facing? Like he's turned that way? Is that too overthought? I don't know.
Another painting by Elodie. There's something deeply disturbing about her work.
I mean, it's really well done, though. Sure, it could be disturbing to some young and impressionable minds. I don't know how to do these little busts.
The Fordside family crest. A rampant dragon. A time-honoured symbol across European heraldry. Particularly among the English and the Welsh.
Okay.
The lock has been concealed. This door must open by some other means.
Some other means. Possibly the busts. Okay. There's some green over here.
2 chairs. one of them knocked over.
Okay.
The housekeeper's cup is still here. Tea spilled across the table. She never got to drink it.
A real shame.
Looks like someone arranged tea in the library that day. An empty envelope. Did the housekeeper hand the Countess a letter? Lipstick stains. Same shade the Countess wore when she visited my office. It seems they met here. But something went wrong during the conversation.
Uh-oh. I'm impressed he remembered her lipstick shade.
After all these years of service, this is how you repay me? Walking away like this?
I'm sorry, madam, but the situation has become unbearable. My bags are already packed.
Oh. Did you wag your finger at her like that? My goodness. Okay. Alright, there's a green spot over here.
The Countess threw the housekeeper out in a fit of rage. In her haste, the housekeeper forgot one of her bags. What was it that unsettled the housekeeper enough to abandon her post so suddenly?
I don't know, maybe being in a house with all these creepy paintings? As a man, I wonder, would women wear the same shade of lipstick for 20 years? Yes. It's always devastating when they discontinue your specific lipstick. This kind of reminds me of the puzzle solving in that one Sherlock game. Oh, like going to like the different spots to piece together what happened. Oh, look, we can look at the fireplace.
Lady Fortside, still seething, burned something in the fireplace.
Maybe the letter. What did you burn? Haha. My lady, I have reached a decision, though it weighs heavily upon my heart to sever the ties that have long bound me to this household. Since the reign of King William IV, my family has served Bloomsbury with unwavering loyalty and steadfastness, marked by discretion and a faithful execution of our duties. However, there are limits to all things, and of late the house has been frequented by certain individuals whose presence is wholly at odds with the principles to which my lineage is so devoted. It is no coincidence that our family motto is Oblatus, signifying something offered or consecrated. We are vassals of an ideal, the custodians of the most deep-rooted traditions and the bastions of the eternal values of our nation. This house has forsaken all of this, and you well know the reasons why. Please do not concern yourself. I too understand why you have allowed this. Rest assured, I do not judge you harshly, just as I hope you will understand my reasons. As my family always says, best wishes, Joan Merber.
The housekeeper resigned. Seems something, or someone, troubled her greatly. Enough to break the long-standing family tradition tying her to this place.
That was one hell of a resignation letter. Okay, let me see. I already looked at this letter. I don't need to see anything more. Nicest resignation letter ever. I know, it was very kind, well thought out. Okay, I think that's all the little green spots to piece together what had happened. And then I think we have to work on the
door was chained up with a padlock. Looks like I'll need to find the key.
A key. Okay, and I looked at this. This was the letter about the paintings. Alright, let's work on these busts, statues, whatever you want to call them. I feel like maybe they're supposed to correspond to that book. I don't know. Let's see. I see my relief. I'm gathering my things and preparing to sprint. Get out of there. Go home and rest. Stated reasons, stayed polite. Yeah, it was a great resignation letter. Okay, so this is Lord Cedric. That's the statue I was just working on. A man with a prominent nose and a wandering soul whose steps traced paths where only blank maps had once lain. Cartographer to Queen Victoria, he devoted his life to naming the unnameable, jungles that swallowed expeditions, rivers that erased borders, and villages whose names only he remembered. His globe, now cracked by time and the salt of 1,000 seas, bears between its meridians and scars of a man who preferred to get lost rather than return. Okay, so how does... The only thing I can think of is the way his face is facing, but maybe it has to do with this globe? Is there a globe in here? Because there is this globe. Maybe he has to face the globe. I don't know. Alright, and then who's this one? This one's the one with the scar on her face. Oops, sorry. Lady Eleanor. Shrapnel scar on her cheek, hands hardened by the iron and mud of Balaclava amid the roar of the Crimean cannons, her silver medical kit, now stained with gunpowder and memory, held not only wounds but the hidden truth behind a colonel's death. They say she swore to protect that secret and that the oath still lingers within the walls. Okay, so a silver medical kit? Face the world. Do we think that's what it is? And maybe I have to put her by a medical kit. Do I see a medical kit somewhere? Crimean. Sorry, I don't know how I said it, but it was definitely wrong. I don't see a medical kit. Okay, hold on. Let's try to face you towards the globe then. That seems head-on, right? Head-on applied directly to forehead. Yeah? Crimean River. Okay, so then who's this guy? Is that Alaric? Or is that, yeah, I guess this has to be him. An astronomer and a romantic who saw in the stars metaphors for his loneliness. In 1842, during a total eclipse, he swore that the diamond ring around the moon was the spirit of his wife Eleanor, who had died giving birth. From that moment on, his telescope never ceased to aim at the sun, seeking to capture that eternal moment. Okay, so I did see a telescope right there, so maybe he has to face the telescope? That kind of makes sense. Is that as far as you go? Right, look, I think if I go to the telescope, he's now facing this. Yeah. Okay, we got one facing the globe, one facing the telescope, and I feel good about that. I don't know about the medical kit, because I don't think I see it. But who's the last one over here? This has to be... Oh, there's the medical kit. I see it. Hold on. I see it. I see it. Medical kit right that way. Oh. We did it! Wait, who was the last one? Did I just accidentally get you in the right spot? Who were you? Lady Isolde, I'm sorry, a pianist. Pianist with ethereal hands and a drowned heart. After losing her beloved in the wreck of the SS Meridian, her nocturnes became unnamed requiems. Her final composition, Elegy in Blue, rests on the ebony music stand in the library. Its note sketch, waves that never kiss the shore, and its pauses echo the silence of a ring never given. Okay, so the pianist. So that makes sense that this would be it that she's facing. Or the music stand. Elegy in blue. Nice. I want this kind of lock for a movie cozy room where you have to move statues to open the door. I like it. Only the puzzle solvers can get into the movie room.
This must have been some sort of private study for the Countess.
Or a private study, you know.
Lady Margaret and a young woman. I suppose it's Elodie. They look happy. It was undoubtedly a better time.
I don't know about you, but they don't look that happy. Lady Margaret Fordside, I am writing to you as the attending physician of Ward 2 to provide an update on your daughter Elodie's progress. It is with great pleasure that I report her notable improvement. Elodie now confides that she no longer experiences dark thoughts. Most importantly, the nightmares have subsided, and she has begun to communicate more amicably with her fellow patients, a crucial step in her recovery. Elodie has also asked me to relay a request. She would like you to bring her amber necklace when you visit this Sunday. I will continue to keep you informed of her progress. Respectfully, Dr. Mulder. All right.
Elodie was committed to a psychiatric facility. But she supposedly recovered from whatever ailed her.
I wasn't here at the start. Did y'all thirst over Resident Evil Requiem? Leon is back. We did briefly talk about our excitement. Thrilling. Lady Margaret hasn't aged in 20 years. She really hasn't. What's the skincare routine? Sorry, zoned out for a bit. What is John Mulaney up to now? We are investigating the murder of Elodie, the younger woman in this picture, who was stabbed repeatedly 20 years ago. We need to figure out who murdered her.
Her British passport. Lord Fordside was undoubtedly a man of the world.
A man of the world.
An old pocket watch. It probably belonged to Lord Fordside, Lady Margaret's husband.
Wow, what a way to go out, right? And now we found out she was in this asylum. So more
This
on
looks
that.
like the key to the main hall.
There we
Could
go.
be my way into the heart of the house.
The heart of the house. Okay. Oh. Those are nice. Well done. You know, if I was this wealthy, I don't know if I'd get a portrait of myself. I'd definitely get a portrait of my dog. But gorgeous. Solving a 20-year-old crime to win back his assistant. That's the goal. If we can make enough money to pay our assistant what we owe her, maybe she'll come back. Maybe she'll leave her husband, her fiancé. Oh, do we not have a reflection? John! I was excited there. I was like, maybe we can see what he looks like. Oh, wow. Wow, a tree in the middle of your house? That's the dream. I often think about how costly a painted portrait must have been back in the day. Like, oh my god, that's expensive. And one, like, that was that well done? Crazy. He didn't read that line, but he was like, an enormous tree in the middle of a mansion? We're a vampire, confirmed. Wow, okay. So is this house abandoned or not? I think this is, like, preserved as it was 20 years ago? Do people still live here? Does the lady still live here? Oh, I don't love that.
This door is locked as well. If the Countess wanted me to investigate, why didn't she leave the doors open?
Some doors shouldn't be opened, John. Maybe it has nothing to do with your mystery. I don't want to unleash whatever demons are haunting this place. Let's go in here. Also, where'd my lantern go? Like, it's so dark. I don't know why he put that
Layers
away.
of dried oil paint, left untouched for 20 years. It's as if time stopped the moment Elodie laid down her brush. Feels like the room's holding its breath, waiting for something to stir.
Okay. House trees sound like a good idea until you are spending all your time sweeping up leaves. I have bonsais and that is bad enough.
A grand
Guess that's
ship
fair.
on the open sea.
I guess I would go for any type of plant, trying to take care of it. So a tree is a lot of
The
responsibility.
sinking of a ship.
Finally home investigating a schmurder. Welcome home, Jasmine. I hope everything worked out with the car.
Looks like the last painting Elodie was working on was of a ship at sea. The whole gallery is filled with maritime references. She seemed quite obsessed with it.
Okay. So very into ships before she died. What does that mean?
A man with his back turned, watching a ship go down.
Oh yeah, she was obsessed.
This door appears to lead out to the back garden. Locked with a padlock. I'll need to find the key.
Alright, looking for another key because the Countess just locked everything up before we got here.
Looks like some sort of clue.
Okay. Trace the tree's
Trace the
journey.
tree's journey from birth to decay. Follow the path of the artist in a thoughtful display. Arrange the 4 stages and the door will obey. Unlock the path ahead as art lights your way.
Okay. Okay, John, damn, let a girl read. He took too long of a pause. I thought I would have to read it. Trace the tree's journey from birth to decay. Okay, we can do that. Drawing and dining room key. Okay, he's not going to read this one. I'll do it. My lady, I must confess, never before has anyone requested something of this nature from me. I believe I am capable of the task, but I must inform you that I will require a significant sum. Certain parts will need to be specifically crafted in the city, and I must first commission the necessary plans. What you are asking is a piece of intricate engineering, but rest assured that there will be no more ingenious way to restrict access to certain areas of the house. If it pleases you, I propose to delineate the spaces as follows. Area A, private quarters. Area B, guest quarters. Area C, kitchen and servants' quarters. I have provided a sample mechanism for Area C adhering to your original concept. I would greatly appreciate a prompt response so that I may proceed with ordering the remaining mechanisms. Thomas Blacksmith.
Lady Margaret took special care to secure the house, restricting access to certain areas.
I thought that said ghost quarters. The ghosts get their own quarter of the house? Amazing. The ghost quarters. Is this the key that I just got? Is for this? Or no? Where's the drawing and dining room? This one? Oh no, this one's a number lock. Okay, we need 5 numbers. Okay. I live in the ghost quarters. About this side. This one is also a number lock. Another 5 numbers on the side. Okay. So, tracing the tree from birth to decay. I mean, this is the tree. Is this the tree or just a tree?
Here lies Elodie. Rest eternally, beloved daughter, beneath the tree that once watched you grow. So this is where Elodie is buried.
Okay, so maybe the birth and decay of Elodie, is that what we're trying to do? Because this tree looks pretty healthy. Clearly the tree is alive. Guys, we can treed. Our fun word of the week. Treed. treed and meated. Ah. Oh, maybe this is the drawing room, and that's what the key was for. Okay. More spooky paintings, because Elodie was really going through it. Okay, well that's the planting of the tree. And I could move it.
Some of these paintings are really dark and sinister.
But is it a copse, though? I don't think so. Look at us learning new words every week. I love the name Elodie. It's so pretty, right?
This looks like Elodie's diary.
It literally says Elodie's diary. The book that says Elodie's diary. Could be.
Walter has written to say he is coming. I met him at the Western Sanatorium, and we have grown so very close. He was there recovering from the trauma of a shipwreck, where he tragically lost his companions. By sheer luck, he was rescued, but not before spending an entire year on an island living amongst the natives. He truly is an adventurer.
Okay, so that could explain why she was really into ships and shipwrecks. What an astute observation that Elodie's diary kind of looks like Elodie's diary. Oh, I don't like that one. Oh, Elodie.
A young woman screaming in the middle of the darkness.
Eee. Like, I can recognize the talent, but it makes me so uncomfy. Where's my lantern? I can't see. What?
I'm so happy. Walter has finally arrived. I must admit, I am utterly
Oh, this is Walter.
captivated by him. I invited him to visit, and he gave me his word he wouldn't fail to come as soon as he was able to leave. And now he's finally here. I can scarcely contain my joy. It feels as though all the darkness has faded away.
Aww. Oh, the music abruptly stopped.
So in love.
They did.
So happy. I wonder what became of Walter after Elodie died.
Are we assuming that Walter didn't kill her? Because statistically, we can't rule him out. Do we have any more tree paintings? Because I moved that one, which was like the sapling, and then this one was when it was growing. Maybe there's more in here. Oh, that curtain fell down. Ah, now it's like a tree. Now it's a big tree. Oh. I am Dolorax. See, Walter's an old man name of the past, but I could picture a modern baby today named Elodie. Yeah, I don't see people naming their babies Walter anymore. But Elodie, yeah, timeless. I name a dog Walter, though. I love when dogs are given old man names. Walter. That's true. I haven't met a baby named Walter. This is my son, Walter. Woof.
Looks like a commercial seaman's yearbook, listing ships and their crews. It's open to the pages under S.
More ship stuff.
Damn it, it's not here. It's simply not here.
Walter Brandon. Oh, Walter had two first names. Stella Maris's vessel. Okay, so
This
she was
must
looking
be
for
the
that.
Countess's handwriting. What was she searching for?
Probably Stella Maris, the vessel that Walter was on. Or his friends were on. Okay, so let's go through this new door that we opened. Why does he keep putting his lantern away? Can't see, John. A radio, some extra pillows. Sewing machine? Oh, it is creaky in here.
A boarded up door. The access to the servants' quarters appears to be blocked for some reason.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Something definitely happened here. Was it a struggle?
Was it? I love a struggle. Okay, a crowbar. Taking that for some reason.
Some of these tools have been bent, likely trampled over. A silver knife is missing, and it's nowhere to be found. Likely taken by the same person who caused all this destruction.
Is that maybe the knife that stabbed her 5 times? In the chest, lungs, and heart? That's a really tiny knife. But I guess it's not the size of the knife that matters, huh?
It looks like this vase was shattered. Not just dropped, but smashed with intent.
So wasn't this like 20 years ago, though? Y'all just literally left everything the same. Yeah. It's just well preserved. Okay, this is all blocked off. What is that? Doesn't that look like a ghost? Maybe it's a good thing this is blocked off. I can't go that way. It's all in how you use it, how you use that knife. Yeah, I was like, it's a small knife, but maybe it's really sharp. And if it was a murder weapon, it did its job right, you know? Okay, we got a
These
chair.
broken chairs. Someone must have held them to the ground with great force.
Could be. That's possible. Is there really nothing else to look at in here? How disappointing. I did all that work to open this area and I didn't. I got a crowbar. Oh, a crowbar!
Looks like the crowbar is broken.
Yeah, because you manhandled it. What was that? Did you just take the crowbar and rip all of them off at once? Dude used the crowbar like an axe. Okay, well now we can get to the servants' quarters. That was so aggressive. Okay, what's back here? We got this bedroom.
No doubt. This is the cook's room.
No doubt. No doubt, no doubt. How do we know? Can I look at that note? I guess not. But obviously this was the cook's room. Because they have a picture of vegetables. John, after breaking the crowbar, oops. Sounds like he used it all at once. It really does. Okay, fair. The artwork in here does feel like this would be the cook's room. Okay. Sorry, I sassed him a little bit there, but what do you expect for me to do to a man who didn't know how to use a crowbar properly? Excellent in housework.
A good way to motivate the staff.
Excellence in housework. Okay. Did you also notice that the blacksmith had the surname Blacksmith? Yes. But wasn't that like a thing in the olden days? Like, your last name was your job, like carpenter? Like, the last name Carpenter comes from people who were carpenters. Smith was like a form of blacksmith.
A backgammon board. One of the oldest board games.
Okay, wait, did I skip a room? I saw the cook's room. I didn't see this room. This room has a knife. Okay, I found, wait, is that the missing knife? No, that's a screwdriver. Huh. Interesting.
A doll pierced with an awl. A warning?
Perhaps we can add the last name Cook to the list. I think Cook was also derived from something having to do with cooking. Dear Mother, I wish I could tell you that all is well and that I am happy here at the Countess's household. Mrs. Merwer, the housekeeper, takes good care of me. Lady Margaret sees no one but her daughter. According to Mrs. Merwer, she fears some kind of relapse and Manor is falling apart day by day. But the worst of it, Mother, is that man, that dark, he lurks in the shadowy corners of the house, ew, when I'm cleaning and carrying out my tasks, and throws himself at me. He is incredibly strong, his great hand seize me, and I feel completely helpless. At night, I'm afraid to go to the lavatory. Girl's afraid to go pee. Oh no. There in the dim solitude, I feel watched by something wicked, and a deep spectral breathing leaves me frozen with fear. Only Mrs. Merwer had listened to me. I believe she too understands that this man is a great danger, one that will sooner or later bring about a tragedy. She and I are exhausted. Yours affectionately. Merwer? Murder? Coincidence? Wasn't her name was it Merwer? The housekeeper? Maybe I'm misremembering. But I guess it's Merwer now. A branch of my family's last name is Merchant. Merchant. It's always funny like how last names originated and then they evolved. And then like pronunciations changed and then spellings changed. Really fascinating. Okay, so then we got this bedroom too. That bar of soap is very well preserved for this many years. And also a very clean sink.
Miss Marva apparently knew her way around the tarot. A dreadful spread. And what a chilling omen it revealed. Evil approaches. It will bring death, and lay ruin to the house and all who dwell within.
I'm not like a tarot expert, but isn't the devil, death, and the tower not always a bad thing? I feel like that always happens in like spooky games. They're like, the devil and death. And I think the tower is just like change, like a pivotal moment. I don't think it means like something awful. So I think that's like a fair spread. I don't think that's all that bad, as John is saying. It usually just means change or new beginnings. He's like, the devil. Bad omens. Area B, 34982. Oh, 34982. I did need a number, didn't I? I can write that down. Tower is like a life-altering moment. That's always so funny how they put like tarot into spooky things, like Death. According to research by my uncle, my surname comes from a regional term for a certain heather? Wait, which is area? Area B is the guest quarters, right? Okay, so it's one of those numbered locked places. Like that whole horror movie called Tarot. Yes. Really pulled the tower for my friend and I right before we found out each of us was pregnant. That's crazy. What a cool pull. Dan, how are ya? Are we playing a funny game? I don't know if I would call this funny. John himself is kind of funny. He's a little silly goofy. But this is a mystery game. We're trying to solve a murder. It was so amazing. That's so cool. According to John, though, terrible omens. Okay, what do we have over here? To all staff members, by
Lady
order...
Margaret, after the death of her daughter, dismissed the staff and left the mansion.
Any toilets yet? Just a sink. No toilets. To all staff members, by order of Lady Fordside, following the funeral of her beloved daughter Elodie, you are kindly requested to proceed to the main hall of the estate, where you shall each receive a payment equal to 3 months' wages. That's nice. With this gesture, your service to this household shall come to an end. Lady Fordside extends her deepest gratitude for your loyalty and devoted service. I mean, at least she paid her people, unlike John. Do you guys see what I see? Do you guys see what I see? I see a toilet. Any game can be funny if you have the right humor. And that is true. A bidet and a toilet? We must be blessed. Oh my gosh. And look at this tub. Alright guys, say it with me. Rate that bathroom! What do we think? It's got a tub. It could do like a nice little scrubbing. We do have... Is this a bidet? What is this? Is this a sink? I thought it was like a little sprayer. That's just a sink. Why is the sink at the same height as the toilet? But this is also a sink with scissors in it. Okay. Despite my confusion of what this device is, that is a bidet, why is the spout, like, down? How do you... A European bidet. Oh, hands. That makes sense. It's a European bidet. Ew, it's like clogged. What is that? Oh, okay, wait, that just knocked the rating down. Gotta do a handstand. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, do you get into it upside down? That is a bidet. Great. Bidet, toilet, a little bit crusty, but it's got one of those like chain pulls, which I do like on a toilet. And sink. I don't know. This is a nice, it's got good potential, so I'll say 7 out of 10. It could be bumped up to an 8 if it was clean. Do we agree?
A pair of blood-stained scissors stuck in the sink basin. Deeply unsettling.
Deeply. Papa Squat. I like the walls and style of the room, though. Could use some more lights. Yeah, it needs a lamp or something. I don't know, it's got that one overhead light. Yeah, that whole side of the room is not lit up well. Okay. But we found our video game bathroom of the day. I like the wallpaper. It's not the worst we've seen. Good bones. A fixer-upper, but has lots of potential. Yeah. Not too shabby. Did we go in here? What? Oh gosh, that's a coat. I thought it was a person. It's fine. Oh yeah, we were here. Okay, that's the sewing machine. I think we just looped around some weird way, and then that's that blocked area with the ghosty shadow. Okay. The whole place just needs more lighting.
Is there someone else in the house?
Oh no! It's a ghost! A man.
Who the devil is that man? He had a knife. I'm completely in the dark here. I don't think he saw me.
Okay. Where can I hide? Oh my gosh, he didn't see me, he didn't see me. Oh, that's where that missing knife was. Okay. Man with a knife. Okay. I mean, do I go towards the man? Why would a man be here? Man needed the vibes. If it was daylight, it'd be much easier to navigate. I bet Peter is the murderer. You know, I would love to meet Peter. What if this is Walter? Is Walter still alive? Hey John, what do you want me to do in this situation? You said he didn't see you, but... Sir? Okay, I think it's clear. I think we're okay. I was just trying to get back to that room that had the number wheels. Oh, that is spooky. Men? It's a dating sim in the end? Maybe. John and the Mysterious Man? I ship it. Oh, I can close this. Maybe I should lock myself in. Perhaps is Alfred the Butler with 2 T's? The Butler? Ghost dating. My favorite. Okay, which side is the guest room side? Let's see, 34982. 34982. Is that it? Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's the other side. I mean, it could only be one of these two, so... 3, 4, 9. Or maybe, hear me out, it's neither. What is 34982 for then? Got my hopes up and everything. It's giving amnesia vibes. Well, I don't like that. Well, dang. I need a key for this. And then I thought I... Unlock the path ahead as art lights your way. I think we did that because we did the tree thing. Area B, guest quarters. Okay. I know someone who was pepper spray, has pepper sprayed a squirrel because he thought it was going to attack him. That poor squirrel. That's ghost quarters to you, Missy. Sorry, the ghost quarters. Am I supposed to search for the man with the knife? Because I don't really want to do that. Man, this lamp is not doing very much for me. This lantern. Can you guys see anything? Oh, there's that spooky coat. That was the bathroom down that way. And then we went through all the the servants' quarters. So what do you want from me, John? Jonathan. Area B, 34982. The installation of the new security systems in the chambers of areas A and B is underway. The following codes have been established. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Does code not mean numbers you put into a lock to open something? Okay. I feel like maybe I'm missing something, or I'm going the wrong way. See, that spooky letter about the man really makes me think that that man is also the man that I should be worried about. And this doll is, like... The things I've already looked at, when I click on them again, he doesn't say anything, so... That sounded like he picked something up, but he didn't. For laundry? For Sunday. For Sunday, I must remember to go to the market to buy the missing ingredients, is what that says. It sounded like he picked it up, but he didn't. I only see the first two numbers of area A. I think it's 25. Rest is messed up if you have to ignore. Even if you... Sorry, huh? Are we talking about the... Oh, the area A thing? I don't think we know what that could be. 25? Yeah, I guess I can write down 25 something. But yeah, area B feels like I should be able to open it, huh? Okay, we looked in there. I've gone this way, I've gone that way. I'm so lost. Okay. After I saw the man, everything kind of went downhill. Because I got scared and ran backwards. Maybe I should have been going forwards. The man isn't real, the man can't hurt me. Let's just get out of here. If I went this way... Oh, this door locked behind me, so I can't go that way. There's nothing this way. Man with knife frazzled us! Truly! I lost the plot. Okay, and so then... I did this tree's journey thing already. Area A, private quarters. Area B, guest quarters. And if I have 5 numbers, wouldn't the 5 numbers go into one of these things? I just don't understand. 34982. Okay. Hey, hit enter when you're done. Alright, where is this place? I clicked, I didn't hit enter. Oh, that tree looks nice from up here. That's a door. Sorry, I'm just like groping around in the dark. This John did not want to solve this mystery in the daytime. Walter Brandon. Okay, this is Walter Brandon's room, because it has a ship, so obviously this is his room.
A model ship. Mr. Brandon must have felt a deep yearning for the sea.
Deep yearning for the sea. Just rope. Uh-huh.
A compass and a sextant. Tools of a sailor.
Mm-hmm.
The diary of Walter Brandon. Perhaps it holds some clues about who he was, and what his involvement in this case might be.
God forbid we have a larger light. Okay, what is that?
I am terrified that man has found me. I fear something dreadful is about to happen. Tonight as I awoke, I saw him, standing at the foot of my bed.
Oh,
I could
no.
not make out his face, but his knife. The gleam of its blade shone in the darkness. I sprang up suddenly, determined to confront this stranger. Grabbing the heavy candlestick from the nightstand, I hurled it with all my strength. He vanished into the dark.
Okay, so even Walter Brandon's scared of the man.
Did Walter also see the mysterious man with the knife? It's absurd. This occurred 20 years ago. Surely that man can't still be lurking about. Can he?
I don't know. 20 years? You can still be alive and lurking. Oh, Walter. That lantern has as much light as a single candle, I swear. The lantern's not doing much. Oh no, not the handprint.
Coming here was a grave mistake. He has followed me, watching and lurking in dark corners, waiting to surprise me. I dare not tell Elodie. She would think the one thing I dread most for her to believe. I see him again from the window, watching me. His long hair and beard obscure his face, and he still holds that knife. He means to kill me.
I mean, maybe he's just lurking with a knife. Maybe he's not trying to kill you. Rasputin? Is that you? Okay. I mean, that's terrifying. You just saw this man while you were trying to sleep. What year is this set in? So, it currently is 1945, but this happened 20 years ago. So 1925 is when all these
An empty
flashbacks
bottle.
are.
It smells of good rum.
The good rum.
I am losing my faculties. It is best I return to the ship. Everyone seems to be conspiring against me. The housekeeper despises me, accusing me of misconduct. Perhaps I'm not a man of refinement, but I know what respect is. Yet this morning, as I awoke from my rest, she was enraged with me. It was of no use to tell her I had slept peacefully. An external maid who comes to clean was crying and accusing me of having approached her in an unseemly manner. I would never do such a thing. I am a sailor, a man of the world. I know how to conduct myself.
Maybe he wants to make a really good soup and is looking for some veg and beef to chop. He's just a cook. That's probably all it is. Okay, well the man is gone now, thank goodness.
The painting of a ship. Unmistakably in Elodie's style.
Do you guys see the ship that John's seeing? He says this is a painting of a ship. Ah, there it is. I see the ship. I'm with you, John. Don't worry.
The last entry in the diary. Dated the very night of the murder.
A murder.
My beloved Elodie, why can you not believe this poor sailor who only wishes to love you? I have left everything behind. My ship, the sea, all my world, just to be by your side as you asked me to. Damn it.
Oh my
I
god.
can hear the man with the knife coming up the stairs from the hall. I need to hide.
Walter was terrified. What in the devil was happening here? It seems this trunk was all Walter owned. I should take a look at it.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I thought Walter would still be in there.
A photograph of Elodie. No doubt Walter cared for her deeply.
Hey Dreams, how are you? Why has Walter not gotten his own knife? Or a gun? He's just a sailor. He knows how to conduct himself.
Seems I'm not the only one with a fondness for hats.
John, did you really think you were the only person who liked hats? The key!
Looks like the key to the back garden. I better head back to the staircase gallery. Pretty sure I saw a door to the outside there.
I did. Oh, I wasn't done. I wanted to look at that pillow. And what's the note say? John! Oh, fine. He really is rushing this case. I like to take everything in and read everything. John's like, I found the key. Anyways, let's go. Alright. I'm just like keeping an eye out for that man. 'Cause, this lantern is really doing its job, don't you think? Oh my gosh, wait. Brace yourselves, guys.
Another boarded up door.
Just kidding, he doesn't have the crowbar anymore.
Was it sealed before the murder? And why?
Okay, I forgot he did break the crowbar, so I can't open that anyways. Maybe I gotta find another crowbar. Okay, so there's the door to the outside. Walter is my top suspect. I think the man with the knife might be an alter ego. Maybe like the man is his inner demons. Is that a footprint?
The killer likely fled through the rear door of the house.
How are the footprints still here? A bricked up wall. Man made a crowbar a one-use item. Oh, that's so crazy. How is the outside scarier than the inside? Okay, there's like a... Is this a greenhouse? What is this? Looks like it. Hello? John, is that you walking? I can't tell. I thought someone was following me. They need to stop hanging these coats up like this. They look like people. It's scary.
It's clear that the man who killed Elodie discarded his blood-stained clothing during his escape.
That is nice that he hung it up. Didn't just like throw it on the
A
ground.
filthy coat, soaked in some kind of blackened, hardened liquid, aged over time.
Is that a crowbar? Look, there's another one.
This ought to do the trick for that boarded-up room upstairs, just by Walter Brandon's room.
Walter Brandon. Alright, let's go use this.
Here's the missing kitchen knife. Undoubtedly the murder weapon.
Wow.
Despite his injuries, the killer rid himself of anything that might incriminate him before fleeing the scene.
Why is your shirt off?
Even the knife. It's a chilling thought, but those very items remind me of the figure seen lurking near the manor. The same figure Walter Brandon spoke of with such dread. And perhaps the very one who was said to have harassed the maids. That mysterious presence was, in all likelihood, the murderer of Elodie Fordside.
You telling me that man's a murderer? I don't know about that. Anything else in here? This is a big place. Can't believe. A game with 2 crowbars. We really can have it all. That looks to be it, so I guess we go back inside. Oh, wait, a green glowing thing.
At that old fountain in the garden, now little more than a basin of stagnant water, one can still make out the faint impressions of bloodied hands.
I do like that the murderer put like full handprints on things. Like that table back there had a full handprint. Here's a full, like you're gripping things. That's crazy. Just leaving your fingerprints everywhere.
The gate still bears the macabre traces of that old tragedy, like a silent witness, pointing to the path taken by that murderous beast as he fled.
Okay. He was playing in the blood. Just like, here, I must spread this here, put this here. Was fingerprints a thing in the 1920s? No, I don't think people had fingerprints in the 1920s. Well, I think that's all. This is a big space for there to not be very much to look at. I'm also squinting. I'm like, where? I can't see. This poor lantern. Just trying its best. Okay, but I have a crowbar now, so let's go see if I can open up that brick boarded up wall. Don't flick the camera like that. I thought it was a jump scare. Sorry. My hand slipped. It's always like a conscious thing when when we're streaming, I have to make sure I'm moving slowly enough to not make everyone dizzy. Good news, bad news. Bad news, my tire pressure light went off. Ugh. I was absolutely not doing it tomorrow. We're risking something happening tomorrow when it's like a high of 9 degrees. Good news, I got it taken care of, and I'm going home to where my lovely mother is making me hot cocoa. Love it. Get nice and cozy, and you got everything done. So productive. To this day, 3 years since his disappearance, I still catch myself entering this room, expecting to find him there, exhausted yet sleepless, laboring without pause, shut away for days on end without food or rest, carving his final dreadful and chilling masterpiece, with those eyes mad, haunted, the same eyes that seem to afflict every Fordside heir without exception. The very same enigmatic, sorrowful gaze I find myself recognizing more and more in Elodie's face with each passing day. The day I saw her, scarcely 3 years old, create her first drawing, I knew then she too was lost. I cursed this wretched inheritance, so steeped in misfortune. Tomorrow I shall take Elodie to the sanatorium. With therapy in a controlled environment, perhaps she might begin to improve. I shall not allow the Fordside legacy to take Elodie from me as well. 25741. That's got to be the other side of the building. 25741. Fun fact, the Scotland Yard established the first fingerprint bureau in 1901. That is a fun fact.
Unlabeled liquor bottles. The damp and the passing years have likely worn away whatever once marked them. There's a distinct scent of wormwood, the plant at the heart of absinthe. Thujone, its active compound, could provoke hallucinations. Visions said to come straight from the goddess Artemis herself.
Anyone want to volunteer to taste each of the unlabeled bottles of liquor and let us know what they are? Anyone want to volunteer as tribute?
A sharpening wheel.
Me!
Lord Fordside likely crafted his own chisels.
I mean, there's 4 bottles in here. They look like they might be the same liquid. I want to get drunk and high. Those 1920s bottles of unlabeled liquor. You don't know what's in there. I volunteer. Go for it, guys. Let us know how you feel. or not. Ooh.
Lord Fordside was a gifted artist, no doubt, but his work betrayed a dark and tormented soul. This unfinished fallen angel stirs in me a curious sense of unease, almost repulsion.
This art is so funny, because I didn't get unease or repulsion from looking at this. Look at those. Look at those wings. I'm a demon, what's the worst thing that could happen? You know what? Drink the bottles, let's see. Butt cheeks. It may be unfinished, but he made sure to sculpt those butt cheeks. I mean, I guess once you get that far into your sculpture, like, what's the point of doing the rest of it? Alright, well, now we have our another code, so... See, this screams seduction to me. I know, I wasn't getting repulsion. Art is so funny that way. The butt crack. The booty crack. Alright, let's put in 2, 5, 7, 7, 4, 1. And this time I'm gonna hit enter. To be fair, I haven't had to use enter the entire game. It's always been like click, so I thought click would enter it, but you have to actually hit enter. There you go. What is that? Oh, it's fine. I thought it was a person. I'm so scared of this random man with a knife. My upstairs neighbor's child is just hollering. Upstairs neighbor behavior.
The door is locked.
Mm.
I'll need to find the key.
Gosh, man, she really left no doors unlocked for us to just explore. How am I supposed to solve a mystery? Hello?
Him again. Who the bloody hell are you?
Don't call to him! Who are you? Hello? Why are we just staring at each other? Okay. I'm gonna go. Someone give him a name so I'm not scared of him. Cause like, I'm scared of the man, but if his name is like silly, then I won't be. I'm the ghost of Christmas past. Joey. I like Joey. You can't be scared of Joey. Charlie? Gordo?
I should finish gathering all the clues from the Countess's room before exploring other parts of the house.
What? Okay, is this the Countess's room? I'm in here. Let's look around.
The bed is made. The Countess hadn't yet gone to bed on the night of the murder. It's a damn fine bottle of wine. No one in their right mind would open a vintage like this and leave it abandoned, unless something rather urgent interrupted the evening.
I told you it's Rasputin. He didn't reply because he only understands Russian. Maybe that's it.
Seems Lady Margaret was reading in the chair that evening. The book's still open, right where she left it.
Mm. Okay. I mean, kudos to them preserving the crime scene. Got some keys. I can't take those.
This is a nightmare. I am deeply concerned for Elodie. The housekeeper has long been warning me about Walter. I have made some inquiries, and nothing is as it seems. Elodie remains blissfully happy with him in the house. I am at my wit's end. Since her return from the sanatorium, she has been positively radiant, a true beacon of light. They go out together and seem to have a splendid time. He appears very close to her. This is in stark contrast to the picture painted by the housekeeper, which is a complete contradiction.
Interesting. Okay, Walter. I don't know about you, Walter. that all we got in here? Can we move on, John? Is the man still out here? Joey? Oh, Joey's gone. He is no longer standing there. Hello. Hey, little seahorse. Okay, so now what? Oh, wait, there is a little glowy thing over here. Sorry. And my back turned, I didn't see it.
Last night I heard him scream. He seemed to be in the throes of a panic attack. I approached on tiptoe to the guest quarters, and then suddenly I was struck with terror. An insane, maniacal laughter echoed through the night. It did not sound like him. The following morning, Walter and Elodie went out to sail on the pond. Everything appeared normal, and he was the most charming he has ever been.
Ah.
Something made of glass has shattered here.
Oh no!
Oh my God, what is that noise? It's coming from Elodie's room.
Murder, probably. Okay. So she was drinking her wine, reading her book. She heard a noise coming from Elodie's room, broke her glass.
The fireplace tools. All knocked over on the floor. And unless my eyes deceive me, the poker appears to be missing.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, Elodie!
Lady Margaret, quite agitated, grabbed the fireplace poker and rushed toward Elodie's room.
Okay. I mean, Elodie's room, is it this locked room? Because I can't get in there, John. Anything out here? What happened next, John? She grabbed the poker. And then... And then what? Oh, I can finally grab the keys.
Likely the one to Elodie's room.
I couldn't grab them earlier. There we go. To Elodie's room!
Lady Margaret lied to me. She hadn't taken any sleeping draught that night. She could have heard the attack and rushed to see what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Why did she hide this from me?
I don't
The
know.
more I investigate, the more convoluted it all seems. I should head to Elodie's room to search for answers.
Okay, this is the murder room. What happened in here? Ooh. Oh, that's definitely murder.
A pool of dried blood. There's no doubt now. This was the scene of the crime.
You don't say, John. I think the crime happened here. Oh, there's a doll.
A rag doll, tossed on the floor. I'd wager it used to sit neatly on the bed. Either it was knocked over in the scuffle, or perhaps Elodie dropped it herself in the panic.
It's like that other doll that's, like, stabbed in the other room. Got some tea. Her vanity?
Photograph of Elodie Fordside and Walter Brandon.
Oh, what a cute
If
couple.
my memory serves me right. It looks like it was taken at Westland Asylum.
Oh, cuties. Once again, no reflection. I want to see what John looks like.
There was a struggle here. Clear as day. Not a clean break-in. The killer wasn't subtle. Judging by the sheer brutality of the crime, we can almost certainly conclude the killer was a man of considerable build. The blood-stained coat found alongside the greenhouse knife, suggests that the mysterious figure seen loitering nearby may, in fact, be the very same individual who committed the murder. They say the killer always returns to the scene of the crime. But 20 years have passed. Why now? Let's attempt to reconstruct the events, just as they might have unfolded that night, and try to understand precisely what happened.
Okay. A man came in here, stabbed her, and that. Oh, there's the poker. Oh yeah, that door lock was broken. Alright, let's stuck on something.
A teacup on the bedside table. Elodie must have lain down that night,
Those shoes!
perhaps already drifting to sleep.
Love her shoes. Those are cute! Pilgrim chic. Alright, so she went to bed. And then what happened? And then what happened? Not the shoes on the bed. You know what? That's fair. She should not be sleeping with her shoes on. I got distracted because I really liked them. But you're right. Oh, the door lock. I see.
The door's lock, completely broken, indicates
Sorry.
someone forced their way into the room.
That wasn't me.
Startling Elodie awake.
Okay. So the man came in. He does have the knife, okay? And then what happened? They struggled on the chair?
Elodie
Okay,
tried to
glitch.
flee, but the killer cornered her near the vanity. She lost her balance and fell, breaking the dresser and chair.
Okay. So she broke that. How did you get back to the bed? Seems crazy.
The killer dragged her to the bed against her will. In the struggle, one of the vases fell from the mantelpiece.
Then you took her back over here.
On the bed, the killer stabbed her mercilessly, again and again, staining the sheets with blood.
But what was the reason?
That's when Lady Margaret arrived, striking the killer with the fireplace
damn.
poker, knocking him away from Elodie.
Way to go, Lady Margaret. That was crazy. Okay. And then... what happened over there?
Wounded, the killer fled the scene. But it was already too late. Elodie was already dead.
Wow. It's because she slept with shoes on, but it seems a bit harsh. Yeah.
The old Bloomsbury mansion. It choked my thoughts. It had that kind of sadness that seeps into your bones like old damp, and that sudden abandonment, so clear before my eyes, looked like a sinister time capsule.
Okay, veneers. I was thinking the same thing. Those teeth were stark.
One thing was certain. My next move was to dig up answers about the man with the knife, and about Walter Brandon, the sailor from Westland Asylum, an old, forgotten sanatorium that, 20 years ago, was the scene of a meeting between Elodie Fordside and that Brandon fellow.
Does he look like a Joey? I don't think so. But I like the name Joey, and it's less threatening, you know? Lament of the Forgotten. The old sanatorium loomed in the distance, silent and solemn, a monument to forgotten suffering. It stood like a sleeping giant, its walls steeped in the horrors of another age. John knew that crossing its threshold meant stepping into the labyrinth of the human mind, where the madness of some and the cold indifference of others had turned places like this into breeding grounds for nightmares. A creeping unease settled in as he neared the entrance, a whisper of dread curling at the edges of his thoughts, yet he pressed on. He needed answers, and he was certain they lay, waiting in the dark. Could they not be laying in the sunlight? Could we not come back in the morning?
It was an ungodly hour when my battered car crept along the winding, shadowed road leading to Westland Asylum.
Man needs his vibes. Such emo boy.
What I found upon arrival was disquieting. The building, forsaken for more than a decade, remained illuminated. Was it some ancient emergency system defying the passage of time? Or was someone awaiting my arrival?
Yeah, I'm so excited to go explore an asylum in the middle of the night. Me personally, not a fan of the dark. Same. Well, that's spooky. Okay. I mean, it is a very pretty building. I'll give you that.
The front door, sealed shut. As expected. Nothing's ever straightforward, is it? I'll have to find another way in.
Alright, well, we've tried everything we can. I think we can just go home now. Who needs the 30,000 pounds? You know, Penny's gonna be with Peter, and that's that. If there's a back entrance. Ooh. Now what in the world is that? Huh. Gilbert, I am leaving now. I have gathered all my belongings, but I see that yours are still here. I have had to return the key to the front entrance, but the passageway leading to the back courtyard remains. I've covered it up a bit, but I'm sure you'll remember where it is. The kitchen window was broken, and quite frankly, I don't believe anyone will come to mend it. You should be able to get in through there without any trouble. Take care. Okay.
So, there's an alternative entrance, hidden somewhere in the wall of the asylum.
Hidden. Okay. I don't know where that would be. I guess all we can do is just go through all the walls. Can I climb up the pipe? There's like this back area. Ooh. I am not making him crawl through there. Can I even get through there? Oh, there. This might be John's last case since he's rich after solving the case, so he chases Penny. That's probably it. This is his last case because he gets paid. Oh, sorry. I thought it was on a loading screen. I was just staring at the ground. Alright, so now we found the back way into the asylum. Where's my lantern? Did I lose it?
Oh, bloody hell. It's pitch black in here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I've stumbled into what could be the kitchen.
Maybe. Do I really not have my lantern anymore? He didn't bring it with him? Oh my gosh. John! How will we see now? Oh, okay, parkour.
Damn it. The lantern. It's broken. I'll have to manage without it for now.
Okay. No lantern. Before we go there, I'll make sure I looked at everything. Great. Now through here. At least we got some natural light coming. Oh, no, there is a light. I thought this was moonlight. I'm like, finally. John returned the lantern. Not so sticky fingers, better than Nancy. Oh, never mind.
May 1922. This left a foot and a half a year before Elodie's murder. It's possible she was still a patient here at the time.
Okay. Sir, in view of the escalating violent incidents within this institution since the arrival of patient B3, we, the undersigned, feel it is our duty to express the following concerns on behalf of the sanitary support staff. Patient B3 requires specialized care and strict oversight, necessitating immediate confinement in the isolation cell. Access to shared or public spaces should be allowed only under the supervision of 2 attendants equipped with tranquilizing injectables. The recent incidents have underscored grave deficiencies in this institution's security measures, revealing its unpreparedness to house patients with such a high degree of aggression. We strongly urge the hospital administration to implement decisive measures without delay. Should our concerns remain unaddressed, we will be compelled to escalate this matter to the National Asylum Workers Union, which has been made aware of our grievances. Okay.
The nurses were genuinely concerned about the aggression of patient B03.
Westland Asylum, a place of hope and healing.
Westland Asylum was a top place in its good old days.
Compassion, understanding, and advanced techniques of mental health care marking the start of recovery. Dr. Mulder's guidance of Drondiant's progressive therapy insights, providing effective treatments for nervous ailments, melancholia, hysteria, and other mental disturbances. Services included are restorative rest cures, modern electrotherapy applications, talk therapy and moral treatment, personalized occupational activities, holistic and humane care. Westland Asylum stands at the fore of psychiatric advancement, merging experience and innovation while treating each patient with dignity, the dignity of hope. Okay. Is there more we can find out about patient B3? First aid. Ooh.
The girl? How is the girl?
You mean Miss Elodie Fortside. Don't worry, that bloke didn't lay a finger on her. But you took quite a knock. This is going to smart.
Okay, she was attacked here too? Elodie couldn't catch a break. Okay, nothing back here. Okay. To all staff and family members of the patients, on the forthcoming Tuesday, the 6th of April, 1932, and as previously announced, the closure of this institution shall take place. Within the span of 1 month, the sanatorium shall be fully closed and the patients will be transferred to other hospitals in the area according to their individual needs. As for the staff, you may request an outstanding payment and any outstanding payments and the severance compensation proportional to the time worked at the administration office, which shall remain open for 1 additional week following the closure from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For your convenience, we kindly request that you schedule an appointment. The final working and insurable day shall be Monday, the 4th of April, 1932. Dr. Mulder.
The asylum was shut down 10 years ago. Judging by the state it's in, they probably had no choice but to close it due to the building's condition.
Mm-hmm.
Some basic rules, but quite necessary, I must say.
Visitors must obey the rules, keep silent in the wards, do not disturb the patients, no sharp objects allowed. I mean, fair enough. Makes sense.
It's locked. Without the key, I won't be able to access the upper floors.
Okay, need the elevator key. Elodie was a target everywhere, damn. Just like, what does this man want from her? What did she do? Office. Alright. Oh, thank goodness it's well lit. Nothing there. Bunch of pictures.
This file cabinet is now empty. It probably held all the records of the inpatients.
Memorandum. Pursuant to the established protocols and regulations of Westland Asylum, in preparation for the forthcoming annual report to the Board of Trustees, Dr. Leonard Sheridan will remain in custody of the patient records for a duration of 5 days. Members of the medical staff requiring access to these records during this interval are advised to direct their inquiries to Dr. Sheridan's office between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.
I need to find Dr. Sheridan's office.
I love lights in an abandoned sanatorium. Lights are great. Makes me feel better. Okay, why could I open this? Okay.
We must formalize the admission of Miss Elodie Fortside. I have her file here.
That girl? What do you think of her?
I don't quite know. She seems a good girl. I do hope she recovers soon.
I know what Dr. Mulder thinks of her.
Oh, don't be wicked.
You cannot tell me you haven't noticed. Have you seen the way he looks at her?
Shh, hush now. Someone's coming.
No, tell me the tea.
It seems the nurses were gossiping about a certain Dr. Mulder, who appeared to be especially taken with Elodie.
That's kind of creepy. In your defense, John also pronounced it Sheridan. It's got too many N's in there. I don't know if I said it right. Okay. So we gotta go find his office, wherever that is. Archive. Is there a phone? Huh? Where's the phone? Did anyone see a phone? Oh, it's right there.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Mr. Morley, is that you?
Lady Margaret?
Mr. Morley, I'm so relieved to hear your voice. I've been trying to reach your office, but I couldn't get through to anyone.
It's awfully late at night, Lady Margaret. How on earth did you know I was at Westland Asylum?
Well, I was already in bed, truth be told, but there was something on my mind. A vital detail I'd forgotten to mention. I called your office, searched for you at the mansion, and when I couldn't find you there, I assumed you might be investigating at the asylum.
I see. Very resourceful of you. Now tell me, what is this detail of such importance?
Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot. You see, the truth is, I'm afraid that you're not alone.
What the devil does that mean? Hello? Lady Margaret?
Oh, no! Okay. Okay. I'm not going down there. You're gonna have to double my pay. What did you mean by that? Okay. Hello?
Is someone there?
Is it the man?
Damn it. I've got a bad feeling about this.
You do? I don't want to. Sir, this isn't funny. Well, the elevator works, I just don't have a key to get into it. I see. Okay. Wait, hold on. What did that do? I flipped a switch. The name of the game is telling me this game doesn't have a good ending. We were assuming it was good because he's gonna get paid so good that he never has to work again. But maybe he dies. I don't know. The last case? Why is it his last case? Open door, cold to warm. Huh? Okay. Due to the increasingly precarious state of the electrical network, which, as you are all aware, is far too aged and no longer fit for safe operation, and given the impending closure of this institution, the administration has no alternative but to suspend all plans for renovation. Accordingly, and in the interest of maintaining minimal functionality, one of the primary safety switches required for the activation of the electroshock therapy room has been installed in Isolation Cell B4. Effective immediately, Cell B4 is to be decommissioned as a holding cell and repurposed as a maintenance storage room. Staff are to refrain from placing any patients therein and must ensure the room remains accessible to authorized personnel only. Let it be noted in all relevant logs. John retires chasing Penny is not a good ending for Penny. So I guess it depends on who has the bad ending. Is it John? Is it Peter? I just want to shout for my lurk for a moment because it seems I finally did catch a fever. No! And I'm rotting on my couch like a wet carrot. Please take your medicine, drink your fluids. That is not fun. 'Tis the season, everyone. 'Tis the season for the sniffles. I hope John has a gun. I hope. It's his last case because he goes to jail for harassment. Alright, well there's B4. The door did not work. B2. Patient report.
Internal report. Patient B02. Mr. Norbert Clark, 45, from Sanderson, is a persistent pyromaniac whose actions have repeatedly endangered both property and life. Despite his seemingly frail build, he harbors an alarming compulsion for fire setting. a tendency exacerbated by intermittent episodes of disorganized thought and incoherent speech under duress. His unsettling, fixed gaze suggests the planning of covert schemes, amplifying his threat. To mitigate risk, he is isolated in a secure cell, thoroughly cleared of flammable materials. His management includes a regimented program of sedatives and antipsychotic medications to stabilize his manic and schizoid symptoms, with vigilant oversight maintained.
Okay. Let's go see more about this patient. Oh, the padded walls. Bless you. Okay, there's nothing in here. It's just dark. There's B1. Oh, that recorder's broken. That door does not work. B3, this is the one they were worried about.
Patient B03, identity unknown. Male, early 30s. Admitted after being the cause of a series of violent incidents. The patient exhibits a disturbing duality. Episodes of unprovoked, nearly superhuman aggression, displaying raw, overwhelming physical force, and subsequent plunges into an eerie, profound apathy. His faculties appear suspended during these lulls, leaving him in a state of unnerving inertia. Due to the unpredictability of his violent outbursts, he remains confined within a reinforced cell. Treatment involves high doses of sedatives, potassium bromide or morphine, and a regimented course of electroconvulsive therapy, alongside stringent restraints such as an anti-biting mask and, if required, an iron muzzle. Ongoing monitoring is maintained.
Anti-biting mask. Thanks. Bugs' sneeze scared my kitty cat. She sneezes so loud. Yeah, it was a bug sneeze. It was a puppy sneeze. She just woke up from her nap. Okay. That one doesn't open. That one didn't really have anything in it. This one has a light, but I can't do anything with it. Oh, cool. It just makes some noise, it doesn't open. But okay. We can go down this way. What's this one? That one opens. Yep. Yep. Alright, that was that room. And it's a door. Okay. This one also. Alright. We got B8. B8 doesn't work.
Internal report. Patient B08, Miss Beatrice Maren, female, 28, reclassified after initial misidentification. Miss Maren presents with severe self-destructive behaviors. She engages in autosarcophagy, self-cannibalism that has markedly compromised her physical integrity, and compulsively ingests her own hair. These actions, driven by deep psychological torment and overwhelming despair, leave her in a perilously fragile state. As a precaution, she is secured in a straitjacket and confined to an environment entirely devoid of any utensils or objects that might facilitate further self-harm. Her treatment protocol centers on the administration of potent sedatives to alleviate anxiety and curb these impulses, with ongoing monitoring.
Judy, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Probably late to the party. Congrats on 2K on Twitch. Do we actually? That's exciting. Does it actually say that? Twitch tells me nothing these days. It does? That's crazy. 2K? How did that happen? How are there so many of you? What in the world? I only see 1K. What the helly? When does the basketball game start? 2K. I see 1K. Maybe I'm not updated. I missed last stream when I watched the VOD. It said 2K. That's so interesting. And now I gotta check. Because last time I checked, we were a ways away. But that was a while ago, so I don't know. I flipped this on, so did that open more things? I don't understand what the switches do. I got 2K right now on my screen. Ah. Well, that's cool. I can't believe there's so many people who struggle through life. Look at us go. We are a force. Okay, so what did the different switches do? Because I feel like maybe different switches open different doors. I now flipped that one. And it looks like I can only flip them once. I don't have to flip them multiple times. Oh, did that open? See, didn't that sound like it opened? I don't get what the switches do. Okay, okay. I flipped some switches and they did something. I also don't know. I came down here because I thought somebody was over here, right? And it seems as though no one is down here and I feel bamboozled. Because I was not done looking at stuff upstairs. Okay, and these don't open. Who bamboozled me into coming down here? Absolutely rude. Okay, I wasn't done. Let me look around upstairs. If I can find where the upstairs is. There. Okay. Lady Margaret really threw me off, telling me I wasn't alone and that somebody was gonna attack me. Okay, she didn't say that, I just assumed. Archive. Oh, another lock. Okay, so we need 5 numbers for the archive. This is locked. The East Wing. Lady Margaret is a troll. Mm-hmm. How dare she? When I was already scared? Okay, so that is blocked off. This goes downstairs to all that other stuff. Then here's stairs that are blocked. I can't go up. Went to the first aid place. This is where we had that little flashback. Okay, maybe I don't have a choice but to go down there. Ooh, wait.
A bloody handprint. Someone injured must have leaned against this wall.
Somebody injured? Okay, West Wing is also closed.
Some of the rooms are completely trashed. I didn't expect the asylum to be in such a state of decay.
John, I'm really curious what you thought this was gonna be. Because I could have told you what was about to happen. Somebody or something. Could be a thing. I don't know. Okay, I found the bloody handprint on the wall. Any other glowing green things that I haven't seen? John's not really helping me out here. Collected that. Is this door go anywhere? Locked. This still works, but I, again, can't open it because I don't have a key to the elevator. But I'm thinking I probably need the elevator so I can go up to that floor since the stairs are broken. Or stairs are blocked. Okay, so maybe there is something I gotta do with these doors down here. I just don't understand what it's wanting from me. Update my app, still only says 1K. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. I don't know what the switches do. What does that switch do? And why could I hit it twice? Some of the switches I can't hit more than once. Open door, cold to warm. Blue, orange, green, red. Did I maybe not understand I was supposed to do it in a specific order? Okay. Blue, orange, green, red. Maybe that's it. Where are all the things? Orange is out there. And then maybe this door will open when I'm... I get it. But this one's already flipped. So how... So how am I supposed to do it? I hope the bloody handprint isn't 20 years old because that means the wall hasn't been cleaned in 10 years. But we'll keep it there as a souvenir. Did I open that? I don't think I opened that. I've definitely been in this room, but I didn't open that just now. Weird. Okay, I don't... And there's this switch, which I already flipped. And I don't see a red switch. But all the switches have been switched. It's been awfully quiet for a long time now that I think about it. Nope. The blue, the orange, and the green are already flipped and I can't re-flip them for some reason, and I don't know where the red one is. So that's concerning. But I feel like that's what's blocking me from progressing. Twitch is being Twitch. Why is Nina 2K? Is it showing for everyone? Like Eddie being in silent purgatory shouting out in highlighted messages. It's honestly crazy. I have no idea. We can check after the game. Because now I'm curious. Because if it's real, we have to celebrate. Like, but what am I looking at? My gosh. Let me in. Like, does that not sound like it opened? But it didn't. Alright, there's a whole switch missing, I feel. Maybe the switch isn't even over here. Maybe the switch is somewhere else. Maybe the switch is upstairs, but then I still haven't found a key. You'd think that maybe I could get through the door first and then I'd find a key and then I could go up to the 3rd floor. Alright, let me see if there's a switch somewhere that I just didn't pull. See, this is still glowing, but I already looked at it. Hello? Maybe the switch is the friends we made along the way. Maybe. Maybe that's it. I'm more inclined to believe that. What is that noise? Can I call Lady Margaret and ask her what the heck she meant by I wasn't alone in here? I don't see any more green flashback thingies either. What the hell is that sound? I don't know. John, I'm not gonna lie, you've been real quiet and not helpful. I need a key to get in there. Are there just no keys? John, vampire evidence is growing with the door not opening, but it sounds like it does. Yeah. John, is there something you haven't told us? This is gonna be so funny when we figure out what I was supposed to be doing and I've just been wandering around aimlessly. This was just that piece of paper. This is the ad for the asylum. I went through here already. I feel like I'm going insane. What do you want from me, John? This doesn't open. Okay. Then we have the elevator that needs a key. All that stuff was down there. Can't do anything in there. What is that? Have we seen anything that could be 5 numbers for the archive? I don't think I've seen like a combination. Okay. I think we went through the entirety of the office. Booby. That's where we put in 8000813. Boobs. There's like an eye there briefly and then it goes away. And I can't click it. It's so weird. Yeah, like it's not there. Okay. But why can't I open this? This seems like I'm missing something. The Luigi board is not helpful unless you want ghosts. Yeah, and I don't want ghosts. Well, I am stumped. What's stressing me out is that John hasn't said anything. Which means he knows we're in the wrong. He's like, I'm not gonna say anything until they figure out what to do. Like, see, there's a hotspot right there, but it goes away. I can't tell if that's just like a glitch and I'm not supposed to do anything with that. Would be overthinking it. Okay. Well. It's been fun, guys. that thing is, like, I can't touch it anymore. I'm actually just here for a good time, not helpful at all, which I appreciate the good times. But poor Elodie, the murderer is never gonna get stopped because I don't know how to help her. I want to get into this elevator. Where would the key be? Just break the door down. Where's your crowbar? Pretty sure the code was in the room, or are we checking other rooms? I've searched the entire asylum. I don't know what code I'm looking for. So you try to find a code? Okay. The problem I have with this is this open door, cold to warm, and there... What was that? Oh, it was probably that. But why did you just jump into my periphery like that? Like, it looks like I'm supposed to do something with these wires, and I have found a blue, an orange, and a green wire, and I flipped the levers. I have not seen a red wire, which makes me think maybe I'm supposed to, and then it will open that locked door. But I swear I've, like, scoured this entire place. I'm happy watching our vampire detective fumble in the vibes. Really is vibes. Do any of the pages have numbers? Any of the pages? I mean, they talk about patients. Like cells, cell B04, cell B05, 3, all of the numbers. But I don't have anything that was like, before it was like, oh, here's the code, and I could just get in. Cold to warm, like coldest to warmest colors. See, that's what I've been thinking too, but my levers are already pulled and it won't let me pop them back up to try again. And I don't know where the red lever is. Like, this is the green one, and I can't touch it anymore. The orange one is back there, and I also can't touch it anymore. The blue one is at the end of this hallway, I believe. There's the blue one, and I can't do anything to it. And then there should be a red one, don't you think? But I haven't seen a red lever, which is my problem currently. I'm sure now we have to find red. Right? Wouldn't it make sense that that's the next step? And see, like, that sounds like that opened, but it did not. It's probably behind the coded lock or something. Maybe. And like all of these padded rooms have nothing in it. So I don't know what the point of opening those is. What about the voice boxes? So these don't do anything, but they have been playing patient reports on the ones that do work. So we heard about a couple of the patients, but it won't let me replay them. Like I can't try it again. We heard it, so now we're done. Pull the lever, Kronk. Can't find the lever. Like this one played before, but now we can't listen to it again. Like, it's just locked. B3, but B3 is the patient that they were scared of and needed like 2 nurses on tranquilizers every time. And like this thing, I don't see anything in here. Oh my gosh, what is that? I've been hunting for this thing for so long, and I just didn't know that there was more to this room than met the eye. Honestly, I still don't know what I'm looking at. How did that happen? If I just like, boop. If I just walked in and turned that way, I would have seen it. Okay.
This room gives me the shivers.
Oh, wow. That was also the first room I went in. I can't. East wing access. Patient B03. transfer patient B03 to Area M following several sessions of electroconvulsive therapy, ECT. The patient has shown significant improvement. Previous violent episodes have been entirely eradicated, and the patient now presents with a profound state of apathy, characterized by emotional detachment and a notable lack of response. His interactions are limited to monosyllabic utterances with no signs of aggression or emotional reaction. This behavior may be attributable to the intensification of treatment as well as a potential underlying psychological condition that we must continue to investigate. It is anticipated that with continued observation, the patient will gradually regain his ability to communicate and exhibit emotional responses. However, the complexities of the case should be taken into consideration along with the need for potential adjustments to his ongoing treatment. Given the control of the violent tendencies and the stabilization of his condition, it is deemed appropriate to transfer the patient to Area M, a less restrictive environment, though under strict supervision. Close monitoring is recommended to assess any potential changes in behavior with the possibility of further adjustments to his medication. Okay. Well, this is not comforting at all. Okay, so we did all of that for that. And now what? I guess east wing access now. I was like, what did I get out of this room? I'm panicking because I don't want to... Uh-oh, what? What? Oh, hell. The man is here.
I need to hide. Quickly.
Close the door, close the door. Can I close this door? Oh gosh, wait. Close the door.
I can't hear it. Could it be gone?
It? Oh my god. Are we okay? Jonathan? You're seeing things. I can't. Oh my gosh. Stop hallucinating, my guy. I can't stand that. Making me scared for no reason. Where's the East Wing? I have anxiety. I'm scared. Like, he's making it scarier than it needs to be. Like, I don't think this is that big of a deal. I think we might just be... Oh. He's in the right place, at least. Oh, Johnny boy. What do we have here? Westland Asylum, Matthew Garbry, maintenance.
A cigarette case, with a bit of tobacco still inside. Clean water, an apple, a bit of bread. The food's still fresh.
Uh-oh.
A maintenance uniform. Oddly well prepared. Not a speck of dust on it.
Interesting.
Looks like someone's been coming through here. Perhaps this is what Lady Margaret meant in her call. Or was she trying to warn me about something else?
I don't know, she was really cryptic about it, so I have no clue. Seems weird for somebody who wants me to solve the murder. Ah, these stairs aren't blocked. Alright, what do we have up here? Oh, it goes even further up. Second floor. Dr. Straussend? Locked. Males' rooms. This is for the men. Okay, we got another lock. Another lock. Jeez. That's locked. And another lock. Wow. This place is in shambles. That's locked. Alright, well, anyways. What's this way? Oh, this is open. You guys see anything? What am I looking at? We heard you like locks, so we put locks on your locks so you can lock while you lock. You know what? That's so kind. See, those stairs work. Ah, this is the one I need to get to.
Dr. Sheridan's office. This is where I'll find Elodie and Walter's records.
Let's find them.
Elodie's record. Patient at the sanatorium.
Reason for admission. Miss Elodie Fortside was admitted to this asylum upon the directive of her mother, Lady Margaret Fortside, a notable benefactress of this institution. The patient exhibits a persistently low mood, a tendency towards social withdrawal, and recurrently negative thoughts. So just normal. Lady Fortside expressed concern over the risk of the patient engaging in self-harming behavior. Okay, see, that's not normal. Preliminary observations. During the initial evaluation, the patient displayed a withdrawn posture, delayed responses, and consistent avoidance of eye contact. She reported feeling trapped in a constant state of oppression and described a persistent sense of unease, though she refrained from providing further detail. Her condition necessitates close observation and a progressive therapeutic approach to monitor and assess any changes. Hereby, the admission of Miss Fortside to our institution is formally recorded. A detailed follow-up of her progress shall be maintained. So just an introvert. Just didn't like social situations.
Nothing of interest here.
No.
Strange. Elodie's record was easy to find, but there's no sign of anything related to Walter Brandon. Something doesn't add up. What am I missing?
Don't know.
Wait. No, it can't be. There he is, in the photo. Dr. Sheridan in the center. And right next to him, it's him. The man with the knife. That wild mane, that unkempt beard, it's unmistakable. But what's he doing here? And he's holding a book. I need to get to the library.
There he is, in the photo. I can't believe it. Joey hasn't aged a day. Dr. Sheridan, first and foremost, I must acknowledge the commendable results you have achieved with your recreational reading therapy. It is evident that the escapism and avenues offered by literary fiction have contributed significantly to alleviating the anxiety of our patients. However, I regret to inform you that one of your patients, Miss Elodie Fortside, will no longer participate in your reading sessions. Given that she is the daughter of the esteemed Mrs. Margaret Fortside, I deem it unsuitable for her to associate with certain individuals whose questionable moral standing may be an adverse effect on the delicate mind of the young lady. It is best that she be kept apart from such influences. Therefore, I am relieving you of any responsibility for her care, and I shall take over the management of Miss Elodie Fortside's treatment from this day forward. I have already communicated this decision to her mother, Lady Margaret. I trust you will understand the necessity of this change. Dr. Friedrich Mulder, who, by the nurses gossiping, had a weird attachment to Elodie. Questionable morality? Don't make me laugh, Friedrich. What truly eats away at you is the fear that those bad influences might actually be too good for her. What is it you truly aspire to? A seat among the nobility, perhaps? You're a pathetic hypocrite consumed by your own ego.
What was that noise? Sounds like something just came crashing down.
I'm sorry. Why did the door just fling open? It's alright. This building's been abandoned for a decade. It's probably fine. Sorry, I dropped my plate. It was loud. What just crashed? Okay. No, thank you. It sounded more than crashing down. Whatever it was. I can't believe we were attacked by a coat hanger. Oh, is this what came crashing down? The claw. Are we gonna scale this? Okay, John. Parkour. Upper body strength, okay. Nice. I'm glad this came crashing down and not on top of us. Stairs. Alright, so we can go up the stairs there. Can I scoot across here? What is this? John, what are you doing? He's doing him, you know? Ah, a code! There we go. Dear Dr. Mulder, the books you requested are now available in the archive. There we go. 89981. You may pick them up at your convenience. I'm doing me. That's it. That's John. Just... He's not a conventional detective. That's all that was in here. I mean, I'll say that's all that was in here. That was great. We got a key. A code, if you will. And get to the archives. Okay, anything fun down this way? The man! Why is this music playing? It's supposed to be emotional. Okay. He had his own little theme song. It was kind of sad. Were we supposed to be feeling bad for the man? You like smooth jazz? Okay. Well, this was an interesting detour. Let's go to the archives. Also, I want to go up to the... Oh wait, this isn't even a floor. This is just a stairs to nowhere. There was no third floor. Third floor was a lie. Alright, so down to the first floor. He's got a music box. Oh, well, I can't go that way. Is the music coming from the man? That's just what it sounds like when he farts.
Impossible. Locked as well.
Impossible. Okay, to the archives! Alright. What are we looking at here? 8... 9... 9... 8... 1. I want musical toots. Some of us aren't blessed with them. What do you guys see when you look at these? They just look like different versions of butterflies. Except that first one, it looks like a dog with its tongue out. Yeah, I see a dog with its tongue out. The second one's just like a splotch. The third one feels like a guitar. Fourth one is an upside down moth. 5... What does 5 even look like? Jar Jar Binks? 6... 2 seahorses about to kiss. 7. No, but it's got claw hands. And 8 is a sad cat. 1 is definitely a ship. A ship? 3rd looks like a weird cello. I do see the cello. Oh, 3rd, I mean. Oh, 3rd. I could see it. Chandelier. 5th looks like a chandelier. Oh, you guys aren't seeing Jar Jar Binks? 8 is 2 people clapping their hands together. Oh, they're like doing patty cake. I see it. Yeah. I see swans or ducks for 6. Oh, yeah. I could see it. 7 is an IUD. Yeah. 7 is someone with a cape. See, I thought it was somebody with like claw hands. 8 looks like 2 people kneeling, bowing, and holding hands. I totally see it now. And then to Star Wars like that for 5. That's fair. It does look like a chandelier, though. What does that say about us? Today's code to open the key box. The moth. Is the moth 4? The moth. Key box. The moth? Today's code to open the key box. The moth. I don't know what that means. 4 is a pelvis. 4 is Batman. If 4 is a pelvis, that's 1 broken pelvis. What do we mean, the moth? For the psychology test using the Rorschach, how do you say it? The test, the ink blot test we just looked at. We will use the following code to name the plates. Ah, okay, so plate 4, 00100. Rorschach. Rorschach? The Rorschach ink blot test. Yay. The way the patient will not be able to obtain information about their evaluation unless their therapist deems it appropriate. Okay, so if we think that 4 is the pelvis-looking moth, then that could open this. 00. 1, 0, 0. There we go. Okay, we have the elevator key. The lift key, excuse me. I'm not British enough for this game. Okay, that was a fun little puzzle. To the elevator. Yay, pelvis moth. The pelvis moth really helped us out there. Okay, so now I can open this and use the elevator. I have a key for my elevator I operate at work. That's so fun. Alright, so let's go to... Or -1 is where we were down here with all the switches and stuff. So I don't think we need to go explore that again. 1 is where we were, or 0 is where we were. 1 we've been to. What's 2? 2 and A? What's A? Attic? Pelvis moth. Pelvis moth. Does whatever a pelvis moth does. What do I think A? A has to stand for attic, right? Of course it's locked. From the inside. How dare you? What the hell? Oh, man. All I know about elevators is that they need maintenance or they break down. I have heard that. Let's go to floor 2. A equals a top of everything. A top of everything. No, that was rude. I know, I got so excited. We unlocked the key. We got everything we needed, but apparently, no, we didn't. Have I been? I don't think I've been on this floor. Is this the library? What is that? I don't know. We did have to find the library though after we figured out the whole picture thing of our... Oh gosh, ew! What are these pictures? No, not the man! Why is the man tormenting old people? Okay. He's really showing off that he doesn't age. Dun dun! That was scary. That was all that was in here? Joey, be nice. Please. Joseph. Dr. Mulder. Uh-oh. Wait, Dr. Mulder, why is your door locked like this? Okay. Ah, this has to be the library. Okay. I think this is where we need to be. 'Cause he's a freak. That's why it's locked. The myth of psychology. In the shadows of forgotten myths lie the story of Psyche, the soul herself, driven by longing to reunite with her lost love, Cupid, also known as Eris, the god of love, desire, and irresistible attraction. Her path leads downward into the depths of the underworld. There, she must retrieve a golden box, said to contain a trace of Persephone's beauty. Persephone, god of spring and fertility, and yet also the somber queen of the dead. But Psyche is warned, do not open the box. Still, hope is a dangerous thing. Perhaps she believed that a touch of divine beauty would make her worthy again in Cupid's eye. Perhaps it was simply curiosity, that old companion of tragedy. She opens the box. But there is no beauty inside, only darkness. A deathly sleep seeps out, wrapping her in silence. Her body falls still, suspended between life and death. And so she enters the hidden kingdom, the realm of madness. Wow. What am I exactly looking for in the library? He was holding a book. Am I looking for that specific book? Internal note on patient organization and cataloging. For the swift and proper cataloging of patients, a system of labeling is employed in which each patient is assigned a number corresponding to the room they occupy. The passcode to access each patient's cell is the discharge number assigned upon admission. The number must be consulted in the admissions register or in the individual patient record. Should a patient be transferred to another location within the institution, their cataloging will be amended according to the new room to which they are assigned. Patients classified as dangerous, whether to themselves or to others, are housed in the basement in specially adapted cells designed to ensure their isolation and safety. The area is designated as Area B. The ground floor contains the common areas of the establishment, such as the kitchen, dining hall, and administrative office, where matters relating to paperwork are handled. A small first aid room and the archive containing all records and documents pertaining to staff and inmates are also located here. The doctor's offices are situated on the second floor, which the designated area for medical care. However, an exception is made for the office of Dr. Mulder, the director of the sanatorium, who occupies the third floor. On the second floor, only Why can't I read all of a sudden? On the second floor, one will also find the rooms of male patients area M, which is where our buddy patient B03 is, and female patients in area F. It is important to note that the attic, which was previously used as a recreation room and for therapeutic activities, has been permanently closed due to its unsuitable and unsafe structural condition. This system of organization and cataloging has been designed to maintain proper control and safety of all inmates, as well as to ensure efficiency in the management of the various sections of the asylum.
The Adventures of Walter Brandon, the intrepid captain of the Stella Maris, braving the treacherous South Seas. What in the devil does this mean?
Walter Brandon. When Captain Walter Brandon in his sloop is caught in the midst of a violent storm, it seems his fate is sealed. But by some miracle, he manages to survive, clinging to a splintered spar from his wrecked vessel. After enduring a long ordeal at sea, he washes ashore on a distant island where he will live for many months and encounter no end of wild adventures. Is Walter Brandon not real? Walter stole his name from a book? Okay. Last loan, patient 1365. That was the last patient to take out the book. It's like me calling myself Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, let me just take that name. Interesting. Is that the book the man was holding in the picture? Finally, patient 1365 has returned the book. Every time they borrow it, it takes a month to bring it back. When it's not him, it's that girl. I can't even imagine how many times they've read it, but there are other patients who have also requested it, and I've made the decision to take it off the shelf and place it under the custody of the one who opened the golden box. If anyone asks for it, it will be there. Okay. So, Elodie and patient 1365 kept borrowing this book. I go by Junie B. Jones now. Herlock Sholmes. Yeah, I guess I'd go by Nancy Drew. I'd change my name. Okay. Well, that was unsettling. So what does it all mean? Where should I go now?
Patient recording, Elodie Fordside, February 3rd, 1922. Daily record number 23. Let us begin. How are you feeling today, Miss Fordside?
I feel well.
Elodie, we have discussed this before. If you do not tell me how you truly feel, we will make no progress.
I feel a little sad, perhaps. I am alone here. I miss my mother and having company. So much time with nothing to do makes me think of things I do not wish to think of.
I see. Listen, Elodie.
Why is he sitting like that?
You are looking the wrong way. If, instead of dwelling on what you call dark thoughts, you were to focus on possibilities, your outlook would change entirely. A young, beautiful woman such as yourself should look to the future with excitement. Think of all the adventures that lie ahead. Your family, your career as a painter. Perhaps even finding a man. A man of good standing. One who could protect you from your demons.
A man?
Tell me,
Ew.
Elodie, is there no man who stirs your heart?
What in God's name do you think you're doing?
Miss Fordside, you may go. We shall continue later.
Very well.
Ew.
Have
A
you lost your mind?
malpractice.
Where is your professionalism?
Do not presume to judge my methods with your oh-so-righteous reading therapy.
Methods? The entire hospital is whispering about you. She is a patient, Dr. Mulder, and she is mentally unwell.
Listen,
Yikes.
Ferdinand. Stay out of my affairs, and I shall stay out of yours. Or have you forgotten which one of us is the director of this institution?
Do as you please. But if I ever witness such a scene again, I will not remain silent.
Damn fool.
Ew. Smack him. Okay. Not the director taking advantage of patients. The worst thing is, it's not patients. It's specifically her. Which is so creepy. He took her out of other therapies so that he could work one-on-one with her. Like, you don't want her to get better, do you? Disgusting. Okay, so that's... What is your code? I didn't understand the note that was like the codes, but not for Dr. Mulder. I didn't quite get this. Oh no, it was just saying he's on the 3rd floor. It wasn't saying the codes. Okay, just kidding. The passcode access is their patient number, but that doesn't help me with the doctor. Creeper alert. Okay. So I gotta figure out his door password. And I already went in here. This was the creepy painting room. Unless there's a code for Elodie. See, I don't know what Elodie's patient number is. I'm trying to figure out if there's the catalog somewhere of everyone's patient numbers. Because they have a cataloging system. I wonder if Mulder became crazy, became Walter, and rizzed Elodie. Oh no! I hope that's not it. Oh gosh, no. Yeah, because who's Walter? Who's that man we kept seeing in the flashbacks? Not a Riz. Rizzing up your patience? Disgusting. Okay, we went into that office already. Oh yeah, we were attacked by the coat rack, I remember. Oh, let me not fall into that hole. There's nothing crazy going on over here. What am I missing? That doesn't even look like the same book though, so now I don't know. Maybe I missed something in the library. Walter's probably the man with the knife. I fear that that's true. But then who was the guy that was in the flashbacks that was named Walter? Like, who is that? I think this room is empty. Honestly, I can't tell. It's very dark. Mail rooms. So this is what I'm confused about, because if every patient has a number and patient B03 was moved to area M, which we now learned is the male wing, what number? Oh, 13. I thought this was 5 numbers. This looks like it's only 4. Is this only 4 or is it missing a wheel? Because every lock I've found so far has been 5 numbers. See, because this one's 5 numbers. This one's missing one. That seems weird. Well, it has 4-digit lock had an empty space because the lock model was made for 5 digits. Is that what it means, or am I missing a part of the lock? And what was his number? 1360... I already forgot his number and I didn't write it down. It's not an effective lock. That one doesn't open. If there was a fire, those patients are screwed. Imagine going through every room trying to put a key in case of emergency.
Looks ready to cave in at any moment.
Yeah, you're right. That seems dangerous. Okay. There's not a list of patients somewhere. Let me try 13. I already forgot the number. Why did I not write it down? I'm like usually pretty good about that. Is it 34? 1365. Alright, so this is his room. This is the guy who really liked that book about Walter Brandon. Okay. Okay. Ooh. A key? Something.
This must be the key to the attic. Let's see where it leads.
Oh, the key to the attic, he said. Dear Walter, there's something about you that I cannot ignore, a quiet strength, a resolve that feels unshakable. The thought of all you've endured fills me with a kind of admiration I can scarcely put into words. You are unlike anyone I've ever met, and yet I wonder if you sense it too. Those stolen glances, the way time seems to pause when our eyes meet. Perhaps it's nothing, or perhaps it's everything. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the night watchman rarely checks the attics on weekends. Some evenings, during those quiet moments before we're all sent to bed, I like to slip away and wander up there. There's a peculiar stillness in that place, a kind of peace I find nowhere else. Tonight, at 7 sharp, I think I might take one of those little walks. Perhaps I'll find the calm even sweeter. Yours, Elodie. Ooh. Damn, they shaggin'! What's going on back here?
That hospital screen is positioned like the sail of a ship.
He made his bed into a ship. And that's why when Lady Margaret was looking up S's in the ship book, she couldn't find the ship because it doesn't exist because it's fiction. Ew.
That was the name of the ship captained by Walter Brandon.
That's crazy. Oh, look at that toilet. Wild. Okay, I have a key to the attic now, so let's get up to the attic. Ship it. Ship it literally. Walter's a sailor. Ship, not shit. Jeebus. So he's in fact not a sailor, right? So what I'm thinking is that that patient just really liked... Did I go all the way up? Where did the chain go? Okay. Fine. What I'm thinking is that patient just kept checking that book out and then, like, became the fictional character of Walter Brandon. And then he was really close with Elodie. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Their secret hideaway. Like two reckless teenagers, they started a romance, hidden from the prying eyes of doctors and nurses.
This was their shack.
Most likely, they used it to slip back to the second floor before anyone noticed they were gone. For a while, they managed to keep their affair in the shadows, far from the eyes of doctors and nurses.
Oh, there they are. See, that doesn't look like the scary man, though. Unless he, like, just really grew that beard out.
A pair of scissors and a comb. Elodie put in real effort to make him fit the mold of her ideal hero. Hair on the chair, strands on the floor. This is where the transformation took place.
So he probably was scruffier before, and she trimmed his beard.
James.
She remade patient 1365 in the image of her most secret longings.
It says our island. Okay. Anything else I can look at? New key clue unlocked. Oh gosh. That is a steep fall. His music box. That's why he plays music when he pops up. Hey, this doesn't seem to have much of anything going on over here. Look at him. Oh, now what? So I learned about their secret date nights. What is that?
Powerful drugs for depression. Anxiolytics. The girl improved, but it seems the doctors were baffled by her mind. Looks like Elodie found herself a little hideaway to keep practicing her dark craft. Elodie found painting, and with it, a way to spill the shadows that crawled through her mind.
This is just stairs to take me back down. I don't want to go down. I want to... What else is there? I worked hard to get that key. I feel like I'm missing something out here. Doesn't it feel like there should be something? But it's just darkness. Paint the monsters away. She helped him transform. She did. Look at that. Turning him into a sailor. Okay. Well, then I guess I go back downstairs, but I feel like I need to... I don't have a new key, a new lead. Like, usually it feels like, oh, I got something, so let me go do something else. I feel like, alright, maybe that was it. Where to now? What do we still need to do? How did that painting get covered back up? Oh my gosh, ew. The vibes. They're not vibing. I also don't have a key to the west wing. And then I don't know Mulder's passcode. How would I find that? Because I feel like I desperately need to get in there. Don't we have an east wing key or something? We do. That's how we got here. We used the east wing key to get to this side of the building. But... have we been to the west side? I feel like we've like looped around at some point. Mulder only makes me think of X-Files. Well. What do we do now? I feel like the attic needed to have something more... I don't know. Something to lead me forward? Like maybe I missed something up there? Is there anything else to do in the attic? See, that's what I'm wondering. Like, didn't it feel like we missed something? I swear there was nothing else up there. We do be missing stuff half the time. It's so true. Like, I was looking for little, like, green glowy spots. Like, I found that, the paintings and things. But it doesn't look like there's anything else to look at to do with the paintings. Can't get further in there. I looked at the couch with the clock. We already talked about that, them canoodling. And I clicked this. His face is a little blurry now. And back here, this is just this. So I guess that is all of the attic. Nothing else for us to... Oh, what's that? I can go down here. I was really trying to get him to jump down, and I was like, that's not possible. I just had to be looking at the rope at a very specific angle. That's locked. That one is locked. Not here. Okay.
The room has been decorated to resemble some sort of island in the South Seas. Of course, I should have guessed. She pulled him into her world. Elodie created Walter Brandon.
Yeah, she did. She also had one of these things sitting next to her by the painting, so that makes sense that she would be making those and putting them up.
A draft letter. Scratched out and full of corrections.
My dearest Walter, do not worry, everything is in place. I know it won't be easy, but it is crucial that you take the first step. Once they grant you your discharge, everything will change. I will be ready to follow you the moment you are out, in a safe place far from here. When we speak with the doctors, I want you to repeat the words I've told you with conviction as though they are the only thing that matters. The shadow is gone, it is vanished, you are now fully yourself once more. Tell them you regret everything that happened, that you cannot understand how you acted in such a way. Speak of how you have found peace in reading, how you now wish to live more serenely with purpose. Make them see the shadow no longer exists, that the darkness has completely faded. They must believe you are free. I know this is not entirely true, but I am certain that with effort you can control the shadow. You must do it for us, for what lies ahead. They do not see you as you are. They only see you as a mere piece in their game. We shall show them that they have no control over our fate. Once you are free, I shall request my discharge as well. My place will be with you, and together we shall make our way to the Bloomsbury Manor. I love you, and I know that soon we will be free. This will all be behind us, and everything we've dreamed of will begin to come true. With all my love, Elodie.
She goaded him into leaving the sanatorium. That man was desperately ill. But Elodie's selfishness outweighed what little sense she had. She pushed him too far.
And he killed her.
If I pieced this together correctly, that Walter was never really Walter at all. There was another personality. She called it the Shadow, a dominant, dangerous force that surfaced again and again in his life. The threads are beginning to unravel, but I need to see this through. What truly happened to Walter Brandon?
Good question. Dear Elodie, it has been some weeks since you requested a private session. As both your physician and your friend, I find myself troubled, unable to cast aside the thought of the solitude you spoke of those past weeks past. Solitude of which you have not since uttered a word. These days, burdened as I am with duty, I shall be confined to my office until the late hours of the night. Should you at any moment feel the impulse or the need for company, do not hesitate to visit me. The code to enter my The code to enter my office is 39124 Dr. Mulder. Please pop in anytime.
This letter. At the very least, it's highly inappropriate.
Disgusting. Okay, well now we have his code. Wonderful. It's like there had to be something in this attic that we were missing. That was vital. Postcard booty call. Back in the day where your booty call had to be handwritten. Gross. Okay. Wow, how did I not see that hotspot right there? That's crazy. I guess I was looking down. It happens. Okay, let's go to, he's on, what, floor 2? Mulder. Where is your office? Disgusting. I'm so glad he was gross, so we had a way to get into his office, but... Ugh. 1, 2, 4. There we go. Mulder X-Files would never. Mm-mm. Okay, what is this?
Patient number 1365 returns after an absence of 4 months. He's in a state of utter disorientation, perspiration pouring off him, and good heavens, there's a severe wound to the skull. His clothes and hands are covered in blood, and it doesn't appear to be his own. He cannot recall his name, nor anything that's happened during these past months. Seems to have found his way back here more by some strange instinct than by memory itself. The personality once known as Walter has vanished entirely, as has the entity we refer to as the Shadow, though given his nature, I cannot say with certainty it isn't still lurking beneath the surface. We have treated cases of dissociative identity before, but never one such as this. His appearance, his voice, even his build and weight change quite drastically. Now he looks frail, gaunt, empty, as though there's nothing inside, as though he were but an empty shell, waiting to be occupied. His condition calls for far stricter supervision. This institution is no longer equipped to care for him. I am ordering his immediate transfer to St. Dymphna Hospital. Dr. Former, a specialist in matters such as this, will take him under his care. As I near the end of my tenure as director, I must see this case brought to a decisive close. The blood upon his hands, the emptiness in his eyes, all point to an act of the gravest kind. One his mind appears to have erased entirely. God help us, if the Shadow should ever wake again.
Uh-oh.
So it seems Walter came back to the sanatorium of his own accord, though he was utterly incapable of recalling what he'd done. They moved him to St. Dymphna's Hospital. Could he still be there after 20 years? What became of him? I'll have to follow this lead.
So he murdered her and then came back to the asylum. And then they moved her to a hospital. The missing piece. The visit to the old sanatorium had left more questions than answers. The pieces didn't fit, scattered fragments of a puzzle missing its center. That one elusive detail, the thread that could unravel everything, remained just out of reach. Perhaps the modern hospital held the final clue, the last chance to shed light on the mystery still shrouding the death of Elodie Fordside. He definitely escaped. Don't say that. I just don't need him to attack us.
Returned to the new sanatorium, remembering practically nothing. Maybe it was the wound Lady Margaret left him. Or maybe his mind shattered and never came back after what happened that night. As for me, I was hired to find the one who killed Elodie Fordside, and my intuition told me they were still there, in the depths of St. Dymphna. I sensed that the end of the road was waiting for me in that place.
Hopefully this place isn't as withered. It's already looking better. It's cleaner.
Very well saunter in through the front door as if nothing's amiss. I'll need to find another way in.
Okay, let's break in. That seems fine. Staff only? I mean, this window's already broken. Lights are on. Can I climb through here? This is already broken too. He is chasing us, no? Is John Walter? Is that why we can't see his reflection? What if? What if it's us? How much of this is a hallucination? Dymphna? Dymphna is a... Also a wild name. Can I... Where do you want me to go, John? Through the window. The Steam page has a pic of John. No beard. Oh yeah, I guess the cover art, he doesn't have a beard, does he? Huh. But I guess beards can be shaved.
It's locked.
Oh. Is he hot? I do think the cover art is quite handsome. If you feel torn... Oh. Neuromason. Keys. That's necessary. Yeah, this place has much better lighting. Annette, I've stored the copy of the dispensary keys you requested in the storage room file cabinet. Liza. Employee of the month.
It's locked.
Oh. Gosh, that scared me. I hear people. The patient must trust his psychiatrist. Silence is
The night shift
requested.
nurses are behind this door. I need to find another way into the hallway to the rooms.
Can't go that way. I can't believe we just broke in here. We're so chill. Storage. There's a key. Man, I got all the keys. Feels like a reward after the last location. Where I couldn't find anything. Okay. We sneaking in an active hospital. Look at us go. We're so brave. Okay, so if I need to find a different way to get through. This way. Oh, just moving that. Here we go. Can't go through there. Aha.
John Morley and the case of the red shoes. What the devil does this mean?
Huh. Oh, okay. I don't love... I don't love what this could mean. Ah, phooey. What the hell?
That fateful night, I was startled by the noise. Those wretched cries of agony from dear Elodie. I rushed to her chambers, and there you stood, stained with the blood of the one soul I cherished above all others in this world. The housekeeper had warned me, but I turned a deaf ear. Elodie was finally happy, even amidst your incessant bouts of volatility. Yet, with the passage of time, your demeanor darkened. More and more frequently, that sinister presence lurking within you began to surface, each appearance more violent than the last. Elodie no longer gazed upon you with the starry-eyed affection of a smitten young woman. The atmosphere in this house grew suffocating, fraught with an unbearable tension. That very afternoon I spoke with her. She had resolved to end your engagement. You seemed, or so I dared hope, to have accepted it with grace. But that night, that very night, you ended her life in the most savage manner imaginable. I threw myself upon Elodie, desperate to save her. But alas, it was far too late. Months later, I learned you had returned voluntarily to the sanatorium. I sought answers and immersed myself in understanding the afflictions that plagued you. Dissociative identity disorder, they called it. A condition in which one might host multiple identities, each vying for dominion over the body. But the man confined in that bleak institution was not the shadow, not the fiend who had stolen my daughter. No, he was but the shell, the hapless vessel. And I yearned to find the true culprit, not the facade, the murderer himself. Thus I devised my plan. I came to visit you, and just as Elodie had done, I crafted a new role for you, a new identity to inhabit. I brought books, personal artifacts, penned letters as Penny. I leased an office and prepared every detail meticulously, down to the smallest thread, for your return as John Morley. Everything had to be flawless. And why, you may ask? To make you remember, to awaken the shadow, to summon forth the murderer from the abyss of your fractured mind. John Morley is a good man. Walter Brandon was a spirited young sailor, brimming with love for Elodie. But the shadow was a merciless, unrepentant killer. I wanted to destroy the murderer who had stolen my daughter. But I could never bring myself to harm an innocent man. My obsession, my singular purpose, was to awaken the shadow.
Oh my god. Lady Margaret, savage. That was so good.